WGSA's presentation. This is Week 7 of high school rivalry football, where the Savannah Christian Raiders are set to host the Calvary Cavaliers here at Westside Stadium in Garden City. My name is Matthew Midget. I'm joined right now by David Hickox of Kia Country of Savannah, our title sponsor for tonight's game.
Matt, you know what, I say it all the time, but Kia Country is so excited and proud to be the title sponsor of tonight's broadcast. You know, last game we had was exciting. We had South Effingham and Effingham.
Yeah.
I think tonight's game is going to be just as exciting.
Yeah, just as big a rivalry as those two schools ever have. These two schools here, they get after it, and they get after it hard. They're two of the best programs going right now in the Savannah area. Savannah Christian's coming off a 15-0 record, a state championship year for them last year. It was their third consecutive appearance in a state championship game. They had failed to seal the deal the first 2 years, but last year the kids earned state championship rings for themselves. And for Calvary, they're coming into this game looking to avenge one of only 2 losses they had last year. They only lost 2 games, one to Savannah Christian at their home stadium last year that we did with WGSA's high school rivalry football. And then once again, they lost in the second round of the state playoffs to Landmark Christian, who won on to the state championship game. So
right.
they've beaten Landmark Christian already this year, and they're looking to avenge that other loss here tonight against Savannah Christian.
That's right. They come in undefeated. I think these kids are going to be excited. The crowd's building. I think it's going to be a great night of Friday night football.
Yeah, we're going to have a packed house on both sides. Both of these, the student bodies, as well as their parents, the administration, everybody comes out for this game. It looked like they've been tailgating for at least a couple hours out there in the parking lot before the game starts. It's got almost like a college type of a football game atmosphere tonight.
That's right. And, you know, when you ride around town, you see the billboards with Savannah Christian of what they did last year, and these kids from Calvary, they see those billboards, and I think that just, you know, drives them every day, you know. And
yeah.
Then when we pulled in tonight, we came into the parking lot. The crowd was already out there. Like you said, they were tailgating. I think it's just going to be a really exciting night, and Kia Country couldn't be more proud to be here tonight.
Yeah, David, we can't thank you enough. Without the help of Kia Country, we wouldn't be able to do these games live. We wouldn't be able to air the rebroadcast, and this game will be rebroadcast tomorrow at noon on the CW and again on Sunday at 3 o'clock. So make sure you guys check it out if you're out here live with us tonight. They'll be able to catch themselves and their kids out there playing again on Saturday and again Sunday. Well, David, I want to thank you one more time. WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football, the pregame show, will continue after this short commercial break, and then I'll be joined with Little G, my co-host here, and we'll start breaking down the Raiders and the Cavaliers in tonight's game.
Attention business owners, need help creating a budget? Do you have questions for your accountant today, but you only see him once a year? Would you like to keep more of the money you make? The bookkeeper can help. Here's how. We reconcile your accounts. We write your checks from your invoices. We follow up your sales with bills and track the payments. We process your sales tax returns and much more. If this is what you're looking for in an accountant, the bookkeeper fits the bill. We believe in taking care of our clients. As we like to say, if our client's business fails, we're out of work. The bookkeeper. Atlantic Bedding and Furniture, Savannah's best kept secret, 50 to 80% less than traditional retail stores. Sectional sofas starting at $349. You'd pay over $900 elsewhere. 3-piece bedroom sets starting at $199. Solid wood queen beds as low as $189. Atlantic Bedding and Furniture has Baby Louie sleigh beds priced unbelievably low. Remember, no credit financing and 90 days free layaway.
Come get some furniture!
Atlantic Bedding and Furniture, Highway 17 at Chatham Parkway. See us today.
Kia Motors design chief Peter Schreier has been awarded the Automobile Designer of the Year, and it's no wonder with all the hot new selling models coming from Kia these days. And where's the best place to buy these hot new numbers? #1 Kia Country, of course, right off Chatham Parkway in Savannah, or go to KiaCountryOfSavannah.com. Make sure to check out #1 Kia Country's all-new and exclusive option plan, a plan that gives you options instead of long-term obligations.
Welcome back to WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football. Folks, we're live here in Westside Stadium in Garden City, where the Savannah Christian Red Raiders look to host the Cavaliers of Calvary Day School. The Cavaliers coming here undefeated, 5-0. We got to see them last week. They defeated Savannah Country Day by a score of 48-7, a game that was close for a quarter. And then the Cavaliers really pulled away, and they did a lot of that behind the running of Jake Clemens, quarterback. He's going to be wearing number 4 tonight, senior quarterback. He's been running the system for a while. He looks really good. He's a dual-threat quarterback. And what he did against the Hornets last week was a lot of running.
What he did last year against them was just awesome. I mean, he basically took the game over. This guy has an arm. This guy has legs. This guy has everything that a high school football team needs to go all the way to the state this year. And I think he's going to give them exactly what they need to do.
Yeah, the Cavaliers look to come into the similar type of team that the Savannah Christian Raiders had last year, a team full of seniors, full of juniors, a lot of leadership, guys that know how to win. And that's what they've done so far all year. They've had only one close game, and that was their opening game against Landmark Christian. One of the only 2 losses they had last year was to Landmark Christian in the second round of the state playoffs.
Right.
And they defeated them, and so they've avenged that loss. And their only other loss they had all of last year was a lopsided victory by Savannah Christian against them in that rivalry game over there on the campus of Calvary High School. So they're looking to come in and finish, I guess, that little revenge cycle they might have. They've already avenged one of the losses, and now they want to get the second one here tonight.
And they really put a beat 'em on them last year too. I think the score was like 49-7.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Calvary is really coming out here tonight with a vengeance, ready to put that same kind of whooping on them tonight.
Yeah, that offense really, like we said, it rests on the shoulders of Jake Clemens and his ability to lead the offense. But on the defense, that's really where they're getting the job done. Right. They're not letting teams score on them very often, if at all. And a lot of that's predicated behind the linebackers, Matt Sauce and Luke Stroud. They're 2 senior linebackers that really get after the ball. They don't miss tackles. This isn't a team that misses tackles. We saw their secondary get tested last week by Mr. McMath and the Hornets, who came out passing the ball all over the place. Right. So they looked a little shaky in the first quarter defending the pass, and then once they got settled down into their comfort zone, they refused to let the Hornets move the ball at all in the game last week.
Well, it is a good defense, like you said before, but it's a defense that can be picked apart. The pass, they really have to work on that. Last week, the pass defense had a trouble with the zone, but coaches did a great job of going in at halftime, telling them what they need to look out for, and they came back out that second half and just shut down Country Day. So, I mean, they have a good coaching staff. They do their research. They do their homework, and I think they're going to come out here tonight and do the same thing and put together a good game for tonight.
Yeah, totally different kind of offense for the defense to prepare themselves for, that Calvary, that is. Last week they had a spread passing attack with the Hornets, and that's what they brought to them, and it took them, like I said, about a quarter to figure it out, and once they did, they really shut it down.
Right.
Tonight's going to be a completely different ball game. They're going to play against the triple option attack of the Raiders. Very similar to what you would see Georgia Southern run. They're going to come at you with 3 different running backs out of the backfield, and so it's going to be difficult for them to play that assignment football that they have to be able to play, because you have to stop all phases of that triple option attack. You have to be able to stop the fullback taking the dive up the middle. Right. You got to be able to stop the quarterback, who's going to try to get right to the edge. And then even if you stop him, what are you going to do with it when he pitches it out to the A-backs?
Well, that's one thing, too. The pressure on the quarterback is real important thing in this game. We've seen that in all the games we've done. You put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, you kind of interrupt the whole scheme of what's going on. A.J. King did a good job of that last week. I think he had 2 interceptions, ran 1 back, so he had a great game last week, and I look for him to do the same thing here tonight.
That's right. When we come back after this short commercial break, we'll be breaking down the Savannah Christian Raiders here as they get set to take on the Cavaliers of Calvary Day, coming on this game live here at Westside Stadium in Garden City, guys.
The island forged me into a weapon. No one can know what I've become.
Oliver Queen is alive.
You came back from the dead. This calls for something so epic.
He was wearing a hood, a green hood.
We'll put out an APB on Robin Hood.
You know Baldino's for simply delicious subs, healthy salads, and daily specials. But did you know Baldino's makes party planning a whole lot easier? This football season, you can just take all the stress out of feeding your crowd. Baldino's has got your perfect pickles, cookies by the dozen, tea by the gallon, and 3 to 12-foot long super-sized submarine monster party subs.
To the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown, touchdown, Baldino's!
Because it's always a party when you invite Baldino's Giant Jersey Subs.
Fridays on the CW, Top Model goes old school with a special college edition featuring all new judges and the ultimate judge, you.
You have a voice in the judging room.
My page has 500 likes.
America's Next Top Model College Edition, Fridays at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
WGSA.
Welcome back to WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football. We're getting set here from Westside Stadium for the Savannah Christian Raiders, the defending state champions, to take on the Cavaliers of Calvary Day School. And they did what they finally wanted to do. It took them 3 years to climb to the top of the mountain. The team came up short in state championship games for 2 consecutive years before last year claiming the state championship for themselves. And I think what Coach Chumley has now is having to deal with a big senior class that graduated from last year's team, but a season where they have the target on their back now. They're no longer the hunters, they're the hunted, and they come into this game with a team like the Cavaliers that is hungry to avenge a loss last year when they got beat You said I think it was 48, 49
to 7.
Yeah, 49 to 7.
Right.
So really the only bad defeat that the Cavaliers suffered all of last year. Their state championships, their state tournament second round game was still a close loss to Landmark Christian. So they come in here after that 15-0 season, and now they're 3-2. They got young kids that had to learn how to deal with defeat right away. The 15-game streak was snapped in week 1. They lost to Jenkins by a point, and then they went on the road and lost to Prince Avenue Christian. But since that time, they've gone on 3 straight wins. Last week, they beat a really tough Claxton team on the road out there. They beat them 28-14. And what they're really looking to do tonight is going to be the same thing they always look to do. They're going to run that triple option attack, and they're going to run it until it works.
Right.
And a lot of that is going to be based on their star player, Jalen Myrick. Young man is already verbally committed to play for the University of Minnesota. He plays on both sides of the ball. He's an outstanding defensive back as well. Just an electrifying player that we got to see as a junior last year make a lot of big plays.
Can I say this? You do your homework. That is great. I mean, that is awesome. But, yeah, this is a big game. I mean, these teams been playing each other since 1979. Right now, Savannah Christian leads the rivalry 22, I think it's 11. They won 20 games to Calvary's 11. So this is a big rivalry. And you're right. This team went to the state last year and runner-ups and were close to winning it for the last 3 years.
Right.
You know, so they come out here and they're really kind of have the eye on their back because everybody expects them to be so well. But they lose a lot of people on their defense, especially on their defensive end. The defense is what held that team together last year.
It was by far the best defense, certainly in single A in the entire state. Probably one of the best defenses in the state, regardless of classification last year.
Exactly.
They lost 2 players that are playing college football right now in Nardo Govin, and they lost D'Angelo Brown.
Yeah.
D'Angelo Brown's playing at the University of Louisville, and Nardo Govin's playing at Georgia Southern right now. Guys that were absolute superstars, not just in this area. The nose guard in Brown and Nardo Govin really anchored that secondary. They pretty much, between Govin stopping people from passing on him and Brown being able to stop anybody from running on him, most teams had a very difficult time. And Coach Chumley comes out of that 3-4 defense where guys aren't going to get down in a stance. They really rely on that nose guard to stop everything in the middle, and that's what D'Angelo was able to do last year. And this year he's going to be starting a freshman at nose guard. And so that defense really took a lot of hits to graduation last year, and they're still trying to catch up to the schemes that Coach Chumley has for them. On the offensive side of the ball, they expected Josh Chambly, who got a lot of playing time last year as the backup quarterback, to step into the starting role now. This season he wasn't able to play in the first game. He had a broken hand, and he's getting back to the point where he's ready to play some tonight, Coach Chumley told me. But they're starting a freshman quarterback in Chase Marini, who he says has got a world of talent, but just not a world of experience.
Still young.
Yep. And
Still young.
And when you run the triple option attack, it's all about what the quarterback can do with his decision-making abilities. So he is learning on the job.
He dictates the whole offense, so everything is based around him and what he decides to do. And being a freshman and learning this system at all new, then he's not going to be as seasoned as Josh is.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to share a little bit of responsibilities tonight, but look for the freshman Chase to get a lot of playing time, and look for some sparks and big plays from him as well.
Yeah, another one of these big stars that they've got that still are a holdover from that junior class last year, now a senior, is Ivan Reese, that's going to line up and play fullback. They have to replace another really good running back that they had on last year's team, as well as a player who played a lot of linebacker for them, Will Austin, who was a very good player. And Ivan Reese is kind of stepping up and filling that role. He's getting more carries now from that fullback position, and he's going to be just as important, if not more so, to really help anchor that defensive side. He plays linebacker on the other side of the ball, and he's a guy that's really going to be called on to make some plays here because, like we said in the first segment, you got to find a way to stop Jake Clemens.
Right. Well, don't forget about Jalen Myrick. I mean, he was the nucleus of this team pretty much on the offensive end at running back last year. He's coming back for a senior year this year, and I still look for him to do some real big things. I was checking him out earlier today, and he's pumped up trying to get the other guys excited. Coach had to calm him down because he's a little bit too pumped up. But I look for Jalen to really try to put some spark into this offensive team.
Oh, definitely. It's going to be a great game, folks. We got a true rivalry game. We want you guys to stick around after this last segment. We'll be getting ready to bring you guys the opening kickoff as well as the national anthem. And I believe maybe even the Savannah Christian bands just filed in, so they may be playing for you guys here in the pregame as well. So we're about 15 minutes from kickoff. You guys stay tuned for this live presentation brought to you by WGSA TV and Kia Country of Savannah.
Where's the best place to go after the big game? Overtime Sports Bar and Grill, located across the street from Savannah State University. With 20 TVs and the best wings in Savannah, Overtime has a spot for team photographs, making your team feel like the VIPs they are. It's a family fun environment. Overtime Sports Bar and Grill, open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Located at 4429 Skidway Road, right across from Savannah State. Overtime Sports Bar and Grill, where everyone wins in overtime.
Hey, what's up, Savannah? I'm your big dog, Kenya Kabir.
Yo, what's up? I'm Lil G.
Make sure you check out E93 for all your favorite R&B and hip-hop joints.
And for more big ways to win, log on to E93FM.com.
We're the station always down for what's up in our community.
Savannah's hip-hop and R&B leader,
E93.
Team has generally gone on to win the region the last few years. I expect it to be no different with the chance that Claxton could pull off the upset against Calvary. They still have them later on in the schedule. But Savannah Christian's schedule seems to get a little bit easier after this Calvary game. Yeah. So this is a big one for both of these teams. They can't fall one game behind the other and hope to catch them. I doubt that either of these teams will lose 2 region games, to be sure.
And make no mistake about it, everybody in this stadium here tonight knows the importance of this game. They know that whoever comes out on top in this game might be very well in the state championship.
Yeah, I could easily see the Cavaliers. I couldn't have been more impressed with them the way they played last week. They had some trouble there in the first quarter. If anything that they need to clean up from last week's game is certainly the penalties. They had a few drives that they stopped themselves with penalties. But one thing that I think is kind of a misnomer with the Savannah Christian Raiders in that they have a young team. Last year, they didn't play their starters for a full 4 quarters at any point during the regular season. Generally, their starters were sitting on the bench while the younger guys got playing time, sometimes as early as the 3rd quarter in games last year. So those guys have a lot of experience. And here we are now with the kickoff. The Cavaliers will be kicking deep, and this opening kickoff will trickle into the end zone for a touchback, so the Raiders will take over at their own 20.
I'm very excited to see the Raiders. I mean, we had a chance to take a glimpse at the Cavaliers last week, and by far that shocked the mess out of me. I mean, they put on a show. They put on a clinic in the first 2 quarters last week. So I hadn't had a chance to see Savannah Christian and what they had to offer. So I'm really excited about seeing Chase Manning come out here and show the crowd what he can do. I'm looking at his mom with his jersey on in the stands, and they looking like they're excited right now. They all had their jersey on, and it's going to be a great turnout, a great look tonight.
Yeah, Coach Chumley can't be more impressed with his freshman Chase Marini at quarterback. And he says that he's got a lot of leadership ability to pick up throughout the season, but he's impressed with his athletic talent. And there he is on the first go, keeping it and picking up 4 yards on the quarterback keep.
And that's number 15 for Calvary Day Cavaliers on the tackle. That's Micah Colbert, the senior. I'm hoping my man comes out and put on a good show tonight. AJ, he really put on the show last weekend and had 2 interceptions and a couple of run backs, and he was all over the place. He even played some offense last week and caught a few balls for a good game.
Going to bring up 2nd and 5 now for the Raiders from the 25. And the give is right up the middle to Jalen Myrick, who has enough for the first down. Dances his way into the secondary for a big pickup. Going to be a pickup of 13. I call it 16 for a Raider first down.
Now that's a big line up front for Savannah Christian, so don't expect anything like that much more because the Cavaliers also have a good defensive line as well. I think they'll be battling it out all night tonight, so don't expect to see big runs like that too often because those 2 front lines from the offensive and the defensive sides are going to put up a good fight tonight.
And there's going to be a first penalty of the night. Looks like the offensive line was kind of unevenly stacked. The center was over top of the ball, but none of the other offensive line were within at least a half yard of him and that line of scrimmage. So I think we're going to have a procedure penalty for 5 yards against the Raiders.
I couldn't have assumed that because Justin James, number 75 for the Cavaliers, got through there and put a licking on that running back. It's almost like nobody was blocking him.
And Coach Chumley down there giving the referees an earful. I think he believes his formation was set correctly.
Yeah, somebody in the stands is doing the same thing from the from the parents. I tell you, boy, the parent support never seems to overwhelm me here at these games.
So the penalty will back them up 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15 for the Raiders.
As we know, penalties can dictate the outcome of this game as well, because we've seen a lot of penalties, especially in the first couple quarters of all these games, where the kids are overamped and, you know, just don't tend to focus on what they're supposed to do.
And the ball is fumbled, but picked back up by Marini, who rolls to his right and throws the ball deep for a jump ball, and it's going to be picked off by the Cavaliers, our first turnover of the night.
Yeah, that pickoff right there was by number 3 for the Cavaliers. Reagan Jones, the senior, was sitting and waiting on that one. I'm surprised Chase threw the ball. I think I just would have took the lick, tucked it in and took off downfield and took the loss. I'm shocked he threw that down into deep coverage the way he did.
Yeah, he tossed it into double coverage and he threw it behind his receiver, so it just ended up being a jump ball, and Reagan Jones does come up with it, so the first big turnover. I know that was one thing that Coach Chumley said that his team has to win tonight, is that they must win the turnover battle. And when they're on offense, their goal is to keep the ball as long as possible. They don't want this potent Cavalier offense on the field any longer than possible.
And trust me, you can't do that with the Cavaliers, because they're a fast-striking team.
On 1st and 10, Clemens' pass is complete over the middle. And that's number 81 on the reception, his big tight end.
Now, that's a guy I'm looking forward to seeing.
Richard.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him a lot tonight. That's a big, tall, 6'5" tight end who can really get up and down the field. We saw him last week make some real big plays, and that guy, to be as tall and big as he is real fast on his feet.
Pickup of 9 on the reception, going to bring up 2nd and a short 1 for the Cavaliers. And you're right, Richard is a huge target when he comes across the middle. A big, big, tall kid. Kind of lines up at tight end sometimes, lines up in that flanker position out there.
He reminds me of Crumpley, who used to play for the Atlanta Falcons at tight end.
They come out with their 4-wide set on 2nd and short. Sorry, it was enough for the first down. The referees have moved the chains, and now we've got early motion from one of the receivers here for the Cavaliers.
I think that was Richard that's jumped off sides, number 81 for the Cavaliers. A little too anxious. Yeah, it was. They're going to move this back on the Cavaliers. Got the happy feet right there.
Yeah, there was a little bit of confusion whether or not that reception was good for the first down, and after the referees got it set, I don't think the receiver's feet were set, and that's what tripped him up.
Look at that line for the Cavaliers. They are really huge.
And we have another penalty that's going to stop play before the ball is snapped. So a little early game jitters from the Cavaliers now. A second consecutive false start.
False start again. Yeah. A little too anxious to get this play started and get down the field. And that tends to happen with teams like Calvary Day who score fast. You know, they got big plays. They have a lot of big plays.
They're anxious to run them, that's for sure. Yeah. So it's going to bring up 1st and 20 now for the Cavaliers. They've been backed up just outside of their own 30-yard line now. Just about back to the original line of scrimmage where the interception took place. And Clemens keeps, makes 2 men miss, and he's going to go all the way down to the 48.
And he almost got back all, well, he did. He got back all of that yardage with just 1 run.
Yeah, 18-yard carry by Jake Clemens. Going to bring up 2nd and about 3.
Whoever gets this kid at the next level will have a good quarterback, wide receiver, whatever he goes and play. I mean, if it's Presbyterian, I know it's one of the colleges that are looking at him now.
Yep.
Wherever he goes, they're going to get a good, solid, smart player.
He's an exceptional athlete, that is for sure. And makes very smart plays and decisions with the ball. And here he is to pass now, and it is complete for the first down to number 16. That's Khalik Hughes on the reception. Going to be a gain of about 7 on the pass. Good enough for a first down, and they are into Raiders territory now on the 45.
And what was so good about that pass, it wasn't too high. It wasn't too far to the right or the left. He threw it where only number 16 for the Cavaliers could catch that ball. And as a result, the chains move and they have a first down.
And this time Jake Clemens keeps again, following right behind his big, big center, Trip Pearson, number 51, providing a great lead block. And that's going to be a gain of 9 or 10. See where the spot is, whether or not it's good enough for a first down.
Well, I tell you, the Cavaliers really know how to see their play all the way through. I actually followed the fullback on that play thinking he had the ball. But they really know how to sell a play.
Yeah, Clemens does a very good job of selling that read option attack, and he has picked up 9. It's going to be second and a long 1 now for the Cavaliers. And a blitzing linebacker is going to come up with the sack. Huge play there by number 55. Daniel Feldman comes from his defensive end position, almost unblocked, and is going to get a big sack. Loss of 9 on the sack.
That was a good heads-up play by Daniel Feldman.
He came through that line virtually unblocked and had a free shot on Clemens.
And really laid him out, too.
So now 3rd and 10 for the Cavaliers. And a big, big 3rd down here for the Raiders.
I feel confident that they will make it. Jake has yet to let us down.
Jake keeps again, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield for a loss.
Jake just let us down.
Number 32, Scott Brandon, on the tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that's one of the captains for Savannah Christian right there, and he's showing them why he's captain.
Going to be a loss of 4 and bring out the punt team for the Cavaliers. There you see Jake keeping it, and he had 3 Raiders on him in the backfield, reading that option with him.
That's just something Cavaliers aren't used to. They're used to going down and scoring on their first possession.
That's number 17 for the Cavaliers, back to punt, Chandler Bennett. And to return deep, Jalen Myrick with his heels on the 10.
That's my man. I don't think he'll get a chance to return this one, though.
A high short punt's going to take a bounce at the 25 and roll absolutely dead there. So the Raiders will take over their second possession of the night from the 25.
Well, not a bad first possession from both teams. We've seen a lot there.
Yeah, a couple of first downs, kind of work out the jitters and feel each other out and see what they've got. Now it's important for the Raiders to maintain possession of the ball. And they can't let Clemens and the coaching staff over there figure out exactly what they're doing on defense.
Well, the one thing they might need to shut down is the mental lapse. You know, the penalties and the false starts. Got to correct those right away.
Down to 7 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Raiders have their second possession starting from their own 25. And Chase Marini under center. Little miscommunication on the fake, and Marini keeps it. And is met by a nice hard hit from number 33, Matt Sauce, on the tackle.
Matt Sauce is your man. I think the last time we watched this team play, Matt Sauce was all over the field.
He's a very good, very smart linebacker, and it's going to take smart plays from that linebacking core tonight to stop this triple option attack.
Yeah, you're right. Mom's moving her seat so she can see her son make them running plays. I'm talking about the quarterback for Savannah Christian, Chase Manning. Or how do you say it? Marini.
Chase Marini had a 3-yard carry on that, going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Raiders. Gives to the tailback, Jalen Myrick. Shoestring tackle there by the big fella on the line. Is going to stop him from getting more. Going to be a pickup of about 6 on the carry, just short of the first down. Going to bring up 3rd and inches now for the Raiders.
You know, as I mentioned, the last time these two teams played, Savannah Christian won by a score of 49-7. And the prior year, 2010, Calvary only won by 6 points by a score of 6-0. And right now, Savannah Christian leads this series 20 wins to 11 wins for Calvary.
They give to the big fullback, and he's going to plow ahead, have enough for the first down. Going to be a carry of about 3 for number 40, Ivan Reese. And that will move the chains for a first down for the Raiders.
Yeah, number 67 for the Cavaliers, Hunter Sherwood, was on the tackle, the big lineman up front. Was able to bring him down.
The clock is rolling down to about 5.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. And so far, if you like defensive football, this is the game for you.
This is the game.
Both of these defenses very well coached, very smart. And now we've got Marini on the keep.
Ooh.
Going to pick up maybe a yard or 2 on the keep. And a couple of late blocks, and now we've got a flag coming in here between number 17 for the Cavaliers and number 40 for the Raiders.
Yeah, a little too aggressive after the whistle.
That's Chandler Bennett and Ivan Reese having words right there after the play was over.
Let's
see who's going to get penalized for the unsportsmanlike conduct. It will go against the Raiders as well as against the Cavaliers. So we're going to have offsetting penalties. The refs try to take control of the situation very early, not let this game get out of hand.
But, you know, it's things like that that kind of gets both sides amped up. It keeps the emotions high, it keeps the blood circulating, and it keeps this game really moving. So,
yeah,
I mean, I know it's bad for that to happen, but it doesn't look good for both teams.
I can tell you right now, I see Ivan Reese there on the sideline hearing it from the coaching staff. The last thing they need are penalties that that cost them any time in this game.
Yeah, the coach was letting them have it.
So they'll come back out, 2nd and 7 for the Raiders. And now we see Marini in a little bit of a shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff and keep it himself going.
Ooh,
right.
Nice stiff arm.
Very nice stiff arm. He's going to have enough for the first down as he keeps it going right. Going to pick up 8 yards on the carry and another Raiders first down.
Yeah, that was a nice stiff arm. I actually thought he was going to get stopped for a loss back there. I thought number 3 for the Cavaliers, Reagan Jones, was going to stop him in the backfield. He put a nice left arm stiff arm. If you watch him,
yeah, he had him
the handoff up the middle.
He had him right at the line of scrimmage as he strung the play out.
And there's Reagan, number 3. And look at that stiff arm straight to the head. And then gains about another 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 yards.
Smart play reaching out for the first down. And good play by the freshman quarterback, Chase Marini.
See the Chili's right there from Savannah Christian. Always happy to be here.
So 1st and 10 now, just on their own side of the 50. And now the pitch out and the ball's on the ground. Jalen Myrick scoops it up and runs right. And now he is out of room, and it is going to be a huge loss of yardage for the Raiders. Coach Chumley and the staff might have wanted to see him just fall on that. He scooped it up and took it backwards another 8 or 10 yards.
That's about a 16, maybe 20-yard loss for the
yeah, the pitch was well behind Myrick. You see him there racing for the ball.
And he had nowhere to go, nothing but white jerseys. Oh, look at it, he's confused. Yeah. I don't know where to go.
Good defense by the Cavaliers playing their assignments. And it's going to bring up 2nd and a mile now for the Raiders.
So we're back. Savannah Christian has the ball again.
Call it 2nd and about 35, I think. I'm no math magician, but I can't even tell how far this is.
Well, it doesn't take a math magician to know that they need a lot of yards to get that first down.
You may see the Raiders take to the air for the first time tonight here. And the give is up the middle.
Nice move there.
That looks like Wade Benton on his first carry of the night. Going to be a pickup of about 7 on the carry.
So number 10 on the stop for Calvary Day, Luke Stroud, another one of the captains for the Cavaliers.
Going to bring up 3rd and about 21 now for the Raiders.
And about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first quarter.
A fast-moving first quarter.
Yeah, it is. I like it like that, though.
Both these teams running the ball like this, that clock is just going to keep rolling.
We have 2 receivers out wide to the right. Well, actually 3. Single back shotgun position. Chase takes the snap, rolls to his left. On the run, throw to number 22, incomplete. The intended receiver right there is Ryan Ellenwood, the sophomore for the Savannah Christian Raiders. Nice defensive play for the Cavaliers, putting that pressure on the quarterback to force that throw.
So the Raiders will now punt for the first time tonight. Their first drive ending in an interception.
Yeah, you said we're going to see a defensive game. Yeah, just fingertips away from them. Coach always said if you get your fingers on it, you should have caught it.
That's Khalid Hughes deep for the Cavaliers to receive the punt.
And he's a speedster. I think he almost returned one last week. A couple of them. He almost returned 2 or 3 of them.
He's got his feet right around the 25 now for the Cavaliers, set to return this punt. And a nice deep punt. Going to be fielded right at the 25 by Hughes.
Right up the middle.
And he's going to take it down to about the 37. and that's where the Cavaliers will take over on their second drive of the night.
And now we're looking at Jake Clemens, the star quarterback for the Cavaliers, come out. This is their what, second possession?
Yes.
Second possession for the Cavaliers. I told you my big target is number 81, Mr. Richards. That is a big guy.
The Cavaliers were able to convert a couple of first downs on their opening drive before they had to settle for a punt. And I think if they can eliminate the penalties, they may be more successful on this drive. And Jake's going to keep again, and he's going to get maybe a yard or two on the keep.
Nice shoestring tackle there from the Savannah Christian Raiders. I think that's number 24 for the Raiders on the tackle, Ahmad Johnson. That's his second tackle for the night.
Going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Cavaliers now.
I think all the teams know that play the Cavaliers that Jake is going to run the ball. The key is, can you stop it? And that's what Savannah Christian has to prove here tonight.
And now a little swing out pass, going to be complete. Makes the first man miss, and that's number 7, Jordan Walker, on the reception.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle. He really wrapped him up by number 33 for the Raiders, Nick Bateman.
Going to be a pickup of 4 on the completed pass. Bring up 3rd and a long 3 now for the Cavaliers.
Nice wrap-up tackle. You know, I was listening to the NFL over the weekend. They were saying players don't tackle anymore. But he really wrapped his arm around him, put him down.
It's number 85 in motion, Ryan Jennings, going to his right. Now he's got 3 receivers to his right, and it looks like a little confusion on what the play call is. It's going to be a timeout by the Cavaliers. We'll take that timeout with them. You're watching WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football.
Do you feel like there's someone out there waiting for you? Someone there to protect you? You're him.
Beauty and the Beast. Series premiere Thursday, October 11th on the CW.
We're back live here at Westside Stadium in Garden City. No score in the first quarter, 46 seconds remain. This game being brought to you by Kia Country of Savannah, as well as Atlantic Bedding and Granger Honda. We want to thank our sponsors for tonight's game, being able to bring it to you live. This game will be rebroadcast again on Saturday at noon on the CW Channel 13, and also again at 3 o'clock on Sunday, again on Channel 13, the CW.
This game has been basically a defensive game, but we've seen some sparks here and there, some flares and some big play opportunities.
Clemens comes out of his shotgun, and he's going to throw a little low. It looks like his intended receiver lost his footing over there on the far sideline, and it's going to bring up 4th and 3 now for the Cavaliers.
It amazes me how Jake just has such a non-casual way he throws the ball. He just steps back and just kind of tosses it out there, but you don't realize how much he's putting behind that ball.
It does make it look easy. So on 4th down, we'll have the second punt of the night for the Cavaliers with just over 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Once again, Jalen Myrick back to return the punt. And number 17 for the Cavaliers, Chandler Bennett, on to punt.
I'm telling you, Jason is a speedster. You give him a hole and an opening,
ready?
He'll definitely make something happen.
That punt will be down at a 3.
Okay.
So far, not very good field position to start each one of the 3 drives for the Raiders. They've started between the 20 and the their own 25 on all 3 of their possessions. Meanwhile, the Cavaliers have had good field position after the good punt return as well as the interception, but haven't been able to do anything with it.
Is this what you kind of expected for the night, a defensive game where both teams are struggling to kind of get the ball upfield?
Well, I think from last year's team with the Raiders, we saw them score a lot of points and a lot of big plays, and a lot of that was they played against teams that did not tackle well,
right,
and they were able to score a bucket load of points even through their running game.
Yeah.
And with the Cavaliers up until this point have been scoring substantial number of points in their games as well. So I think this is the first real defensive test for both of these teams.
You're so right. On the tackle right there for the Cavaliers is number 56, Andre Wilson, the junior.
Ivan Reese on the carry is going to pick up 2, bring up 2nd and 8 for the Raiders.
I don't know what number 24 for the Raiders was doing on the bench, Ahmad Johnson, but coach is screaming at him to get in the game, and he was just chilling on the sidelines.
And the clock will run down now to end the first quarter. And we're going to send it on down to the sideline. We've got an update from the sideline here with the CW here. You're watching WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football.
Hi, Mandy Starling here at the sideline as a sideline commentator, and Jess is with me from Atlantic Bedding and Furniture, where they are located at 4317 Ogeechee Road. So Jess, can you tell us about Atlantic Bedding and Furniture?
Yes, Atlantic Bedding and Furniture, we are a family-oriented store. We have furniture from living room sets, bedroom sets, we've got dinettes, mattress sets. Everything that we sell is brand new, still in the box, still in the plastic. Everything comes with the manufacturer's warranty. It's just our prices run about 50 to 80% below retail pricing. Right now we are running a special for all the football fans out there. If you come in, we have a 5-piece solid wood sleigh bedroom set right now. That's the queen bed, the dresser with the mirror, the chest, and the nightstand, all for $779. If you come in and say you saw this commercial, we will give that to you for that special price.
Now tell us a little bit about Atlantic Bedding Furniture with the family and friend values that you have. And you have multiple locations also, right?
We do. We have about 30 locations all along the East Coast. Everyone is family oriented. We are all locally owned and operated. The company started back in 2006 in Charleston, and it's grown since then, and we try to keep it family oriented. You know, we like to have it a little bit of a family friendly shopping experience.
And I've heard a lot of good things about that. Now, where are you located, and what's your phone number so that everybody can reach you?
We're located at 4317 Ogeechee Road. That's right on the corner of Chatham Parkway and 17, where the old Beasley Motorsports building used to be. Our phone number is 912-856-7911.
Well, thank you, Jess, so much.
Thank you.
And on second down, the Raiders again test that middle of the Cavaliers defense. Going to be another short pickup, maybe 2 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 4. For the Raiders.
Yeah, I must say I wasn't ready for this. It's catching me off guard. I was expecting some big plays by Jake, you know, breaking some tackles, which he showed a little bit of that in their first possession. But the game is starting to slow down a little bit. It's more of a defensive game, which is a good thing for Savannah Christian.
Yeah, that's exactly what they wanted to do coming into the game, was to keep the ball away from the Cavaliers. They've already forced them to punt twice, and that's leading right to the game plan for the Raiders.
Right. So, yeah, it's definitely in the favor of Savannah Christian, because this is a very high-powered Cavaliers offensive team. And at any minute, when you catch you sleeping and throw a big bomb downfield and score.
Well, that was kind of the MO of the Raiders last year. They'd lull teams to sleep running the triple option, and then when they did pass it, it would catch the secondary of the opponents off guard, and you'd have someone like Jalen Myrick streaking down the field catching a 30-yard pass. So
right.
Something we haven't seen the Raiders playbook open up yet, but I suspect it will shortly. And now the give is out on the outside, and the ball's on the ground again for the Raiders. Scooped up, but it's going to be tackled for a big loss. Looks like Wade Benton was the intended recipient of the pitch. And once again, Chase Marini's pitch goes wild, and it's going to be a loss of 5 yards.
Yeah, I think he was a little indecisive there. Didn't know if he wanted to run it or pitch it, and by the time he made his decision, it was a little bit too late.
Going to bring up 4th and 6, and we'll see the punt team for the Raiders come back out again.
See the students there for Savannah Christian showing their school pride. No shirts. Everything, face painting.
I don't know how the kids with no shirts out there can handle these sand gnats that are out here tonight.
Say that.
They are swarming out here tonight.
I'm still rubbing my elbows. So here we are, 10:38 in the second quarter. No score. Calvary Raiders at about the 27-yard line, 28-yard line.
Yeah, the kick will come from just about the 15, and it's a high spiraling kick.
Nice one. Back to receive for the Cavaliers is number 15, Micah Cobrath. Makes one miss, 2, 3, and finally brought down.
And we've got a flag on the play as well. The kick will be returned out to the 42, but check the flag.
Michael Burke makes that tackle and loses his helmet in the process for the Raiders of Savannah Christian.
Call is a block in the back against the Cavaliers on the punt return team. That's going to march them back an additional 10 yards.
I tell you, penalties can hurt you. These players really need to understand it. You know, sometimes it's better to just take that loss as opposed to making a penalty and losing even more yardage.
So it did look like it was going to be good field position for the Cavaliers offense to take over, which they've had all night. And now they will be backed up to just inside their own 25.
Put my Sprite over here. Look like you're trying to take it.
10 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the half. with Clemens in the shotgun formation, looking deep, and he's going to throw short. It is complete, and it's going to be enough for the first down. Nice looking move over there by number 16 for the offense, Khalid Hughes.
Now that's what Clemens does. I mean, he can beat you in all aspects. He can sit in the pocket and pick your defense apart. He can get on the run, throw drives or throw bombs downfield, and even more so than that, he can take a run himself and break free down a hill.
Khalid Hughes turns the 5-yard completion into a 13-yard gain. It's going to bring up a first down for the Cavaliers. Now set to snap the ball just outside of their own 35.
Have an official timeout here.
The officials now take time here to
check something on the field.
Not sure exactly what they checked, but
yeah,
will be 1st and 10 still for the Cavaliers. Jake back in the shotgun formation. And he gives the handoff to number 24, who fights extra yardage there on the second effort. Nice looking run there by number 24, Derek Kirkland.
Yeah, number 52 kind of rolled his back for Savannah Christian. JT Mertz was just going along for the ride downhill.
He was met at the line of scrimmage, but he was carried for a 5-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd and 5 now for the Cavaliers.
That's a strong running back where you can carry a guy 5 yards on your back. Jake drops back, pressure on the go. He decides to tuck it in and run with it, and boy, look at him. Ooh.
And a nice looking run.
Hit
and a big hit by Jalen Myrick, who comes up from the safety position. Forced to make the tackle, but not before Jake Clemens has a big, big carry.
You know, sometimes I worry about how Jake handles that ball. A little bit too freely. You know,
he's
just
got it out there kind of wheeling around.
Yeah. Number 62, as you see, took a licking, trying to shake it off right there. He loses his helmet in the process. But, yeah, Savannah Christian brings on the pressure. Jake takes off running. Still has his head up looking downfield. Finally touched it in, but look how he's holding that ball. Just kind of, ooh.
Going to be a gain of 14 on the quarterback keep by Clemens, and enough for another first down. And they are into Raiders territory. They give us again to Kirkland, and he's got a huge hole to run through. And he's going to pick up about 12 on the carry.
Run through. He pretty much ran over number 12 for the Raiders. Wade Benton. You got to drop them shoulders in that head and get low. Them high tackles get you ran over.
2 big runs by the Cavaliers, both going for first downs. Going to bring up 1st and 10 now from the 35. And again to Derek Kirkland, who has plenty of room once again right up the middle. And he's going to have another 11-yard carry and another first down for the Cavaliers.
On the tackle that time for the Raiders is number 21, Tyler Arnold. I'll tell you, though, all of the Raiders are in on tackles. There's not one person that's dominating the defense with tackles. They're all in on these tackles.
And you're right, they have gone to a no-huddle offense now. I think they see something from the defense that they like and are taking advantage of it. And the Raiders are going to smartly call a timeout. We'll take that timeout with them. You're watching WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football.
Do you feel like there's someone out there waiting for you? Someone there to protect you? You're him.
Beauty and the Beast. Series premiere Thursday, October 11th on the CW.
Live here at Westside Stadium in Garden City, the Savannah Christian Raiders hosting the Cavaliers of Calvary Day. A scoreless first half so far, down to 8 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in the half. And the Cavaliers have put together their best drive of the night. Really the only drive of any significance so far that we've seen in the game. And the Raiders wisely called a timeout to stop the bleeding after 3 consecutive runs of more than 10 yards.
And that was a smart timeout by the Raiders. It's like in basketball. You see a team get on a fast break 3 and 4 times, you got to slow them down and get them out of that mode. And so that might really help break up the monotony of the Cavaliers because they was on a roll.
Yeah, a lot of momentum on their side right now. They've got a 1st and 10 just inside the Raiders' 25. And trying to go with that no-huddle offense and getting a lot of noise to disrupt that call from Clemens right now here from the Raiders fans. And they give again to Kirkland, who's got a huge run up the middle, and he's turned end over end, but not before he had another 8-yard carry. And Kirkland right now is just gashing the Raiders' interior defenders.
Yes, what I like about Kirkland, I mean, he gets through that hole and he gets through there fast, and he's quick on his feet. I mean, he doesn't look at him. He gets through the hole and then lowers his shoulder and falls forward.
I think they got so many defenders for the Raiders keying on whatever Clemens does, assuming he's going to keep the ball. And now 3 straight runs, call it 4 straight runs, and Derek Kirkland's going to plow ahead for another big carry up the middle, and it's going to be enough for a first down. Takes the ball inside the 10.
You know what? I think he's putting more punishment on these defensive backs than they're putting on him.
Yeah, so far every tackle on this drive has been made by somebody in the secondary.
And he's running them over.
So 1st and goal now from the 8. They give it again to Derek Kirkland. He's going to be
nice stop
at the line of scrimmage, and that's number 24 on the tackle.
Nice stop by Mr. Ahmad Johnson, yeah. I guess coaches say they were going to run that play. What's the old saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, they ran him. That was his 5th consecutive carry on this drive, and that's the first time he's been stopped for anything less than 8 yards.
You're right. But I guarantee you this time the ball goes to Jake.
So it's going to be 2nd and goal
from
the 9.
Look for Jake to hit a sweep on the left side. Oh, man, I'm good. I am
He's
good.
It down. He follows his block, and he's going to be
touchdown. Did he get it?
Oh, and the ball is loose. The
Okay.
beanbag has come out from the referee. I don't know if there was a fumble, but it looks like he is going to be stopped right short of the goal line.
He did fumble. Number 7 for the Cavaliers comes up with it, Jordan Walker, but the referees called it down at the 1. But did I call that play?
You sure did. Here you see him running to his left. He's got a receiver out in front leading the block. That's Derek Kirkland, actually, the fullback. He reached out and had the ball pried loose.
But, yeah, number 7 recovered right there at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, number 8 made a big tackle, Jack Bush.
He's in that time.
And it is a touchdown for the Cavaliers from the 1. And our first score of the night is made by the Cavaliers.
And I think that was Jake in on the quarterback sneak on that left side of the line, follow his lineman right in there.
So he finished what he started there. Big drive, really sparked by Derek Kirkland, and some big runs from him, finished off by Jake Clemens on the quarterback keep.
That was a nice drive, and like you said, Kirkland really ignited that drive.
And number 10's out to kick now. That's Luke Stroud, the kicker for the Cavaliers.
Kick is up, good.
And it's good. So they lead the score now. Cavaliers up 7-0 over the Raiders. You're watching WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football.
From youth sports to fantasy football to an honors banquet, Brad's Trophies has all your awards needs. Team trophies, individual trophies, MVPs, plaques, acrylic awards. They even have a large selection of logos for all military branches, divisions, and specialties that can be easily laser engraved. In addition to sports, we supply trophies for car shows, fishing, drama, music, whatever you need. When you need an award, you need to come to see Brad at Brad's Trophies, located on the corner of Montgomery Crossroads and Arrow Road. Brad's Trophies is a proud sponsor of WGSA High School Rivalry Game of the Week.
At Westside Stadium in Garden City, Cavaliers have broken the ice now and lead 7-0 over the Raiders. A big 75-yard drive. Took up a lot of time there for the Cavaliers. Got most of those yards on the ground, and most of them by way of Derek Kirkland, who sparked this team to we didn't get to see him carry the ball too often in last week's game.
We didn't. But like I said, coaches do their homework, and I'm pretty sure Savannah Christian watched that game against the Cavaliers in Country Day last week, and they saw what Jake could do. So they realized they had to really clamp him down this game. But then, as we saw, the Cavaliers have a lot of offensive weapons that they can use against any team, and tonight just might be Kirkland's night.
Yeah. Last week we saw Robert Hayward get a run of the carries, and tonight so far it's been Kirkland. So Luke Stroud will kick it off.
Nice kick.
A low line drive kick. It's going to go right into the end zone for a touchback, and the Raiders will take over on their own 20.
I have to say, what I've noticed, though, that a lot of players are going both sides of the ball, and so far fatigue has not kicked in. I was expecting that to kick in right about now.
Looks like the adrenaline's still running high on both sides of the ball right now.
Still running high. You got people like Kirkland, who plays both sides of the ball, but is still very effective on the offensive side of the ball, which is where they need him most.
We'll see if that long drive took it out of any of these players for Savannah Christian, who were on the field there a while and had to make a lot of tackles on that last drive. So a lot of these players are playing both ways as well. And the give is up the middle. Looks like Ivan Reese is going to carry it for a 2-yard carry there by Ivan Reese. Going to bring up 2nd and 8 now for the Raiders.
Nice tackle by Michael Cobra for the Cavaliers, number 15 on the tackle.
Micah, one of many of the seniors that play on that defensive side of the ball, and probably one of the better defenses here in the area.
They have some nice players on that defensive side. Number 27 might be the tallest of all of them.
And the give is again, no, it is kept by the quarterback. Marini makes one man miss and gets to the outside corner. And he's going to be just shy of the 30. Looks like a carry of about 8 yards for young Marini.
There's the train we always expect to hear when we over here at Westside Stadium.
Both of these quarterbacks are very, very good at selling the little fake handoff that they run a lot of.
Some of the old Cavalier players, Raider players, are showing up to watch this game. That's how big it is. Players come back home to see this rivalry.
So 3rd and 1 now for the Raiders, trying to keep this drive alive. And Marini's going to keep, and he spins out of the first tackle. And he's going to have enough for the first down. He's a difficult young guy to tackle, isn't he?
He is, but when you got a guy like Tyrone Wiley, who's about 6'6", 6'5", tackling a small 5'8" quarterback for the Raiders, wasn't no getting around him. But Mom is loving that, though.
The second effort by Marini is going to be more than enough for the first down, so we'll move the chains and bring up 1st and 10 for the Raiders right at the 32.
Yeah, he's very elusive. He's quick on his feet as well. You see the student body over there for Calvary, the Calvary Day Cavaliers. They're wearing their purple and gold. Fans really came out to support their teams tonight. That's how big this rivalry is.
So Marini settles under center. And he's going to be a give up the middle, but that middle is stopped quick and the ball is loose. Looked like Wade Benton on the carry, who lost his helmet, and the fumble will be recovered by number 62, Michael Burke, the left guard.
Andre Wilson, the big guy on the line right there, grabbed hold of his feet and wouldn't let go until he got some help from some of his other defensive players who just eventually knocked the ball out of his hands.
Play results in a gain of 2 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8 now for the Raiders.
While we have a minute to, want to give a shout out to the boys soccer team for Savannah Christian Raiders. 30 seasons to date to 1982. Last year, the area champions. 13-2-1, lost in the quarterfinals. They just won a 2012 also volleyball, and now they're region champs. So shouts out to the Savannah Christian volleyball team and soccer team.
And now a big run. Number 24 keeps his feet and is going to be drugged down from behind. A big, big carry there by number 24, Ahmad Johnson on the carry. Puts his hand down. 2 Cavaliers let him go, thinking he was down as well, and he broke free from that for a big pickup.
That was a big pickup, and he's really igniting these fans and hopefully his teammates. With 4:12 left in the second quarter, we're going to have a timeout here from the from the Cavaliers. I think we're going to take this time out with them. We'll be right back with more of the presentation of the high school rivalry football.
Is your vehicle due for an oil change? Your brakes worn or your engine needing repaired? Take it to Patterson Auto Repair Service and Brakes. Locally owned and operated, their mechanics have decades of experience repairing all makes and models. Get an oil change for only $24.95 and receive free tire rotation. Any service includes a free all-points inspection. Patterson Auto Repair. Dependable, reliable, and honest service. Located at the corner of East Montgomery Crossroads and Waters Avenue. Appointments and walk-ins accepted.
We're back here live at Westside Stadium in Garden City. The Cavaliers from Calvary Day lead the Raiders 7-0. 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to play in the half. The Raiders are currently driving. They've got a 1st and 10 in Cavalier territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
While you were gone, we had a chance to experience a very energetic young lady up in the booth up here getting the Raider fans excited with a little chant, a Raider chant. But yes, here we are. Raiders have the ball. They're on the Cavaliers. What do you want to call this? The 48?
Yep. And the give is up the middle, and he's met immediately. That's Johnson on the carry. He's going to be tackled by number 15, Micah Colbreth.
Micah Colbreth, the senior for the Cavaliers, is all over the field. That's his 3rd tackle for tonight.
And both of them have been big tackles for losses.
And one thing that the Raiders surely have gone away from now is the option pitch. They put 2 of them on the ground already. They were able to recover them both, luckily. But so far, we have not seen this option attack really test the outside of the Cavaliers' defense yet. They just continue to run it in the middle.
That's because that Cavalier defense is very fast. They're very fast, so it's hard to get that pitch out there in time. And
So
they're big.
Ahmad Johnson now the lone setback. They've got 2 tight ends and 2 receivers split out. And they give again to Johnson. Plows forward for a gain of about 4. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8 now for the Raiders.
On the tackle for the Cavaliers was number 33. Matt Sauce finally got in on the tackle there. That's one name we called a lot last week. He's been kind of quiet tonight.
Raiders are taking a lot of time trying to get the play into the game, and they are going to have to take another timeout. We'll take that timeout with them. You're watching WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football.
So it's really hot out, but you want to do something fun with your kids. Here's the solution. Take them to Southside Billiards Club and have a blast. Southside Billiards Club is Savannah's premier fun site focused on the game of kings, pool. It's a large, smoke-free environment with great food and lots of room to have a good time. You can even get free instruction for you and your kids from a Southside Billiards Club professional. Southside Billiards Club, the coolest place for pool and kids.
The Cavaliers lead the Raiders by a score of 7-0. The Raiders currently have the ball 3rd and 8 from the 46 with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left to play in the first half. And so far it's been everything we thought it was going to be. A lot of defense played by both sides, really good defense. They've limited the big plays. The Cavaliers were successful running the ball on their last drive, which resulted in a touchdown and the only score so far of the game.
Well, I tell you what it looks like from what we're seeing so far, nothing is going to come easy. Both of these offenses have to work hard in order to get a score tonight. I mean, the coaches really have to dig deep into their playbooks and make these players work for what they get tonight.
Yeah, a big 3rd down now for both of these teams. 3rd and a short 8 for the Raiders. They need to be able to stay on the field and hope to get some momentum here at the end of the first half. And Marini drops back, and he's going to have to keep it. He tucks it down and changes his direction. And he is dragging, but it is a good open field tackle by number 3 that's going to save the first down. Reagan Jones on the tackle, and he is going to be short of a first down, but we do have a flag back on the other side of the field, and we may have a holding call back there on that side.
I think so. I think you're right. Yes, it is. Holding on the Raiders.
And with the Raiders in 4-down territory there, they're going to have to give them the penalty. It'll remain 3rd down.
So that big game will have to come back.
And it happened just shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a big penalty against the Raiders.
It's a shame when you work so hard to gain so many yards and it all comes back.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 18 now for the Raiders. Choice was a 4th and 2 where it seemed like the Raiders were certain to go for it, or a 3rd and 18, and the Cavaliers have chosen to back them up.
And the Cavaliers are really going to have to put a rush on this drive with 2:30, or actually 2:25 left in the first half. The clock is ticking, and they really have to put a rush on this drive if they want to score before the half. Tie this game up.
So far, no real success in the passing game. The receivers have been covered, and every time Marini has dropped back to pass, he has had to tuck it down and run. And here he is again on passing, and he's going to be run at by Colbreth.
Lord.
And he may just have to get rid of this one. And he does smartly.
Smart play. I thought he was a dunner for a minute.
Good pressure by Micah Colbreth, who came from his defensive end position unblocked.
He backpedaled 3 or 4 times and he went further and further back. I kept telling myself, he better get rid of it and fast.
So on 4th and 18, the Raiders are going to have no choice but to punt here. The clock is stopped at 1 minute and 59 seconds remaining in the first half. And so the Cavs will take over with a chance to add to their lead.
Back to receive for the Cavaliers. Looks like number 16.
That's Khalid Hughes back there to return the punt for the Cavaliers.
I
think I might get a chance to see that high-powered Cavalier
High
offense.
short punt's going to hit at the 30, and it's touched by the Cavaliers. It is a live ball, and it will roll out of bounds at the 18. So a short punt took a favorable Raider bounce right off of Khalid Hughes. Almost disastrous result for the Cavaliers, but they will maintain possession and start this drive from their own 18.
Well, I spoke too soon because I thought for a minute that the Cavaliers were going to have pretty decent field position for this possession, but that right there just put them back another 5, maybe 10 yards.
Yep.
All right,
so
let's see
with
what
a minute 50 left to go in the half, Jake Clemens comes out of the shotgun. He's going to keep it, and he runs through a huge hole right in the middle, and it's going to be a gain of about 15 on the carry. First down for the Cavs.
Brought down by number 12, Wade Benton on the tackle. Almost, I want to say, a touchdown-saving tackle.
Clock is momentarily stopped, but they're going to continue in their no huddle.
Waiting on the chains to move. Once the chain's set, clock continues to move. And now we're at 1:38, which is moving now. Cavaliers got to move fast. Oh, yes. This is what I've been waiting on. This is what I've been waiting on. Oh!
Just out of the reach of his intended target, Jordan Walker. He had one-on-one coverage there on the near sideline.
Don't get it twisted now. The Cavaliers have some fast guys on the receiver in the receiving end, and they can really get downfield fast.
That's Jack Bush on the coverage there for the Raiders.
We saw the receivers break loose a couple times last week for big games.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Cavs. Clemens again in shotgun. And he's going to keep it again and follow his big center. And it's going to be a gain of 8 on the carry. The clock will continue to run just short of the first down. And we're down to a minute 15 left to go in the first half.
Nick Bateman, number 33 for Savannah Christian Raiders on the tackle there. Actually might have dragged Nick for another 2-3 yards.
And I'm not, if you ask me like what kind of offers or deals or whatever, I'm not really going to go any kind of price point because I don't really,
Just say.
Now we're under a minute, and Clemens goes under center, and he's going to try to plow forward for the first down.
It's going to be close.
And the pile may have been pushed just enough.
We might have to bring the chains out for this one.
Clock will be stopped with 46 seconds left to play in the half.
Look like they're going to call it third down. Are they going to bring the chains out? Yes, they are.
And the referees will measure this one to see if it's good enough for the first down. Nonetheless, the clock will be stopped for the Cavaliers to send a play in here.
I think he's short by a couple inches on this one, but
the result is either a third and inches or a first down for the Cavaliers, so plenty of time for the coaches to get the remaining plays sent in. 46 seconds left to go. They're going to have to take to the air if they want to at least try to get in Stroud's field goal range.
They're definitely going to have to take to the air. They're going to put them receivers to work on the outside and let them go. Look like he got the first down.
It is enough for the first down, so once the chains get reset, the clock will restart.
Yeah, they're definitely going to go to the air. Matter of fact, I see shotgun position coming up. Maybe 4 receivers. I need to be somebody's assistant. Shotgun, 4 receivers.
Jake rolls right, and he's got a lot of pressure, and he's going to be sacked for a huge loss.
They got him. That's a big tackle right there by number 40 for the Cavaliers, Ivan Reese. That was huge.
13-yard loss on the sack. The clock continues to run. Going to bring up 2nd and long. And I don't know if they're going to try to get another snap off. And they are. They're going to get another one off here before the half. Jake's going to keep it, run up the middle, and pick up about 5 on the carry. With 13 seconds in the clock running, that might have very well been the last play of the half.
Bateman recording his 3rd tackle for the night for Cavaliers. And it is halftime with the score 7-0. The Cavaliers are ahead. Let's send it down to the field right now.
Hi, Mandy Starling down here, and we are having a blast. Joining me is David from Kia Country of Savannah. So how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Mandy. How are you tonight?
Wonderful. So tell us about you and the community, Kia Country. What all's going on here? Because you're one of our title sponsors tonight.
We are, Mandy, and you know what? Kia Country is so excited to be tonight's title sponsor. And, you know, we get to come out and be a part of the community and get to witness a great first half of high school football like we just saw. I mean, 7-0 at halftime. What a great defensive battle. And to be out here and be on the sideline, for me personally, not just Kia Country, but for me, it's so exciting, man. I tell you what, I really have enjoyed myself tonight.
And now you've brought your children with you, right?
I did. I brought my daughter out tonight. She brought a couple of her friends, and they're running around, man. They're having a great time.
So tell us what Kia Country is doing in the community.
Well, what we're doing is, you know, not only do we sponsor tonight's broadcast, we're also involved with the Sand Gnats. We got a lot of things going on. You know, we do as much as we can to be out and be in the community and to be seen. We're always willing to support the schools, you know, and just everything that we can do to be a part of the community. Kia Country is trying to be involved in it.
Well, we do appreciate it. Also, too, we were talking earlier about all these guys wearing pink.
Absolutely, and you know what? I want to tip my cap to both programs. I mean, for these guys to come out and these kids to wear the pink and to support the breast cancer awareness is, you know, that's a very good thing.
So tell us about Kia Country and what kind of offers that you may have.
Well, what we have right now, Mandy, is we just rolled out a brand new option plan, and what that does is that allows you to drive a new car at about half the cost of traditional ownership. We've got our website, www.kiacountrysavannah.com. People can go online. All of our prices are listed right there. It takes all the guesswork out of it. You can go online, look at the car. There's 60, 70, some have 80 pictures. The price is there. There's videos. Everything that you want to know about the car is online. Obviously, you can come out and visit us. We're on Chatham Parkway. It's exit 162 off of I-16. You can call us. We're at 912-921-0555.
And we're going to be seeing you later on, too. You're going to be handing out one of the trophies.
Yes, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be a tough decision. I mean, with the defense that's being played tonight, to pick a defensive player of the game, I don't really know how you do that at this point. And the offensive player of the game, you know, I think that what's going to happen is it's going to come down to one of the offenses making a big play, and that's probably going to get one of these young men a trophy tonight.
Well, we are excited, and we appreciate you coming down here and speaking with us. And again, where can they reach you? Where are you located?
We're on Chatham Parkway. We're at exit 162 off I-16. www.kiacountrysavannah.com and 912-921-0555 is our phone number.
All right. Well, make sure you go down there and you see David at Kia Country of Savannah.
Atlantic Bedding and Furniture, Savannah's best kept secret. 50 to 80% less than traditional retail stores. Sectional sofas starting at $349. You'd pay over $900 elsewhere. 3-piece bedroom sets starting at $199. Solid wood queen beds as low as $189. Atlantic Bedding and Furniture has Baby Louie sleigh beds priced unbelievably low. Remember, no credit financing and 90 days free layaway.
Come get some furniture!
Atlantic Bedding and Furniture, Highway 17 at Chatham Parkway. See us today.
Well, we just watched Savannah Christian Band. We had a great time. They did a great job. And now I am here with Mark Granger and Spencer. So, Mark, can you tell us about you and how you're involved in the community?
Mandy, we at Granger Honda and Granger Nissan now are try to be as involved as we can in the community. And this game tonight, the rivalry between Savannah Christian and Calvary is a big game for us as well. We have a lot of affiliation with Calvary and Savannah Christian going back over 30 years. Personally, I graduated from Savannah Christian in 1977. My sister-in-law, Barbara, was on the board at that time at Savannah Christian, and back then I had a couple of nieces that were graduates of Savannah, eventually graduates of Savannah Christian, and other kids in the family, but they found a couple of Calvary boys, and I ended up marrying them. Spencer Thomas here is a Calvary graduate, and he big basketball star back in his day at Calvary. He's our general sales manager at the Honda store and one of our partners in the Nissan store.
Okay.
But we try to, every way that we can, we try to support Savannah Christian and Calvary. I know we've got a couple of trucks out here tonight at the entranceway you might have seen.
Yeah, they are. So tell us about the trucks, if you don't mind.
The trucks are just a couple of, that's one of the ways that we support the schools. We actually give the trucks to the school and allow them to use those trucks. They've got them dressed up with wraps that have our name on them, of course, and the school colors. They use those trucks to transport equipment, trade films, any way that they need to help the schools.
Well, Spencer, tell us about you and how you're involved with Granger Honda.
Well, I've been with Mark for 17 years, and just a great place to work. And like you said, we're proud supporters of both Calvary and Savannah Christian. I'm an alumni there, and I'm married to a Savannah Christian alumni. So just worked out perfect, and just proud to be sponsors.
So, between the two of you, who are you rooting on for? Who do you want to win?
You know, I knew you were going to ask that question. It's simple for me, Calvary. Well, I guess I better go with Savannah Christian, but I really try to walk that chalk line as close as I can. Savannah Christian, I'd have to got to go where we graduated from. That's it. But we've got the bases covered, though.
So tell us about Granger Honda, where you're located, and
Mandy, we've been in business here for a little over 15 years in Savannah in the Honda store. Our family's been involved in the automobile business going all the way back to my dad in the Ford business back in the 50s, so a little over 60 years. But we're located on Chatham Parkway, right across the street from Savannah Christian School, and we've been in that location for a little over 7 years now. And our Nissan store just opened up 3 weeks ago, and we're in our 4th week, and things momentum is building, and things are really going well.
Well, that is great. We are so excited. But we'll be seeing Spencer and Damon later on to hand out one of the trophies.
Exactly.
We're so excited. Well, thank y'all for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right.
Kia Motors design chief Peter Schreier has been awarded the Automobile Designer of the Year. And it's no wonder with all the hot new selling models coming from Kia these days. And where's the best place to buy these hot new numbers? #1 Kia Country, of course, right off Chatham Parkway in Savannah. Or go to KiaCountryofSavannah.com. Make sure to check out #1 Kia Country's all-new and exclusive option plan. A plan that gives you options instead of long-term obligations.
The island forged me into a weapon. No one can know what I've become.
Oliver Queen is alive.
You came back from the dead. This calls for something so epic.
He was wearing a hood, a green hood.
We'll put out an APB on Robin Hood.
When my kids are sick, it's hard enough to get them to the doctor and back. So waiting forever to get their prescriptions filled is out of the question. At Island Pharmacy, I get the personal attention that I've been looking for. The pharmacists are knowledgeable and are always available to answer my questions about medications. Their friendly staff works quickly to fill my kids' prescriptions so I can get them home where they can get back to rest. Island Pharmacy, Tybee Island's neighborhood pharmacy.
Where's the best place to go after the big game? Overtime Sports Bar and Grill, located across the street from Savannah State University. With 20 TVs and the best wings in Savannah, Overtime has a spot for team photographs, making your team feel like the VIPs they are. It's a family fun environment. Overtime Sports Bar and Grill, open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Located at 4429 Skidway Road, right across from Savannah State. Overtime Sports Bar and Grill, where everyone wins in overtime.
Hey, what's up, Savannah? I'm your big dog, Kenya Kabine.
Yo, what's up? I'm Lil G.
Make sure you check out E93 for all your favorite R&B and hip-hop joints.
And for more big ways to win, log on to E93FM.com.
We're the station always down for what's up in our community.
Savannah's hip-hop and R&B leader,
E93.
I've been in school for 23 years straight, and I finally feel like I'm entering the next phase of my life.
Kids? Don't you recognize me?
You were my tormentor, my nemesis. I'm so bad with names.
You all right?
I'm having the worst day.
Follow me. That man in there is going to have to learn how to walk again without a leg. You're not having the worst day.
You must think I'm incredibly self-absorbed.
Just human.
Emily Owens, MD. Series premiere Tuesday, October 16th on the CW.
Atlantic Bedding and Furniture, Savannah's best-kept secret. 50 to 80% less than traditional retail stores. Sectional sofas starting at $349. You'd pay over $900 elsewhere. 3-piece bedroom sets starting at $199. Solid wood queen beds as low as $189. Atlantic Bedding and Furniture has Baby Louie sleigh beds priced unbelievably low. Remember, no credit financing and 90 days free layaway.
Come get some furniture!
Atlantic Bedding and Furniture, Highway 17 at Chatham Parkway. See us today.
The Grainger family is expanding. The same award-winning service that makes up the Grainger brand is now living through Grainger Nissan. And true to Grainger form, we're having a sale.
A pre-grand opening sale.
Because as soon as the asphalt dried, we filled our lot with beautiful new 2012 and 13 Nissans.
Our great selection is your opportunity to buy a new Nissan at the lowest price. At the new Grainger Nissan.
Right next to Grainger Honda, Chatham Parkway at I-16 in Savannah.
Do you feel like there's someone out there waiting for you? Someone there to protect you? You're him.
Beauty and the Beast. Series premiere Thursday, October 11th on the CW.
From youth sports to fantasy football to an honors banquet, Brad's Trophies has all your awards needs. Team trophies, individual trophies, MVPs, plaques, acrylic awards. They even have a large selection of logos for all military branches, divisions, and specialties that can be easily laser engraved. In addition to sports, we supply trophies for car shows, fishing, drama, music, whatever you need. When you need an award, you need to come to see Brad at Brad's Trophies, located on the corner of Montgomery Crossroads and Arrow Road. Brad's Trophies is a proud sponsor of WGSA High School Rivalry Game of the Week. Is your vehicle due for an oil change? Your brakes worn or your engine needing repaired? Take it to Patterson Auto Repair Service and Brakes. Locally owned and operated, their mechanics have decades of experience repairing all makes and models. Get an oil change for only $24.95 and receive free tire rotation. Any service includes a free all-points inspection. Patterson Auto Repair. Dependable, reliable, and honest service. Located at the corner of East Montgomery Crossroads and Waters Avenue. Appointments and walk-ins accepted.
You know Baldino's for simply delicious subs, healthy salads, and daily specials. But did you know Baldino's makes party planning a whole lot easier? This football season, you can just take all the stress out of feeding your crowd. Baldino's has got your perfect pickles, cookies by the dozen, tea by the gallon, and 3 to 12 foot long super-sized submarine monster party subs.
To the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown, touchdown, Baldino's!
Because it's always a party when you invite Baldino's Giant Jersey Subs.
The island forged me into a weapon.
No one can know what I've become.
Oliver Queen is alive.
You came back from the dead. This calls for something so epic.
He was wearing a hood, a green hood.
We'll put out an APB on Robin Hood.
Back with WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football, folks. It was a great first half, dominated by the defenses of both teams. The score kind of indicates that. Calvary leads 7-0. Really only one substantial drive in the entire first half by either team, and that was Calvary, who did most of the damage on the ground. A lot of good runs by Derek Kirkland eventually led to a 1-yard touchdown plow ahead by Jake Clemens. And that's your only score of the game. And really the story of both the teams has been the defense.
Yeah, not much to say when it comes to a game like this because, yeah, it's one of those defensive games, and you have both teams spreading out their defensive players, and they're all getting tackles. I mean, both offensive have tried things up the middle. They tried pitches, swing outs. They've tried passes. There's some fast guys out there on the defensive end, and they're really showing that they're valued.
Yeah, one thing I'm surprised to see is only 2 carries in the first half for Jalen Myrick. I think for the Raiders to really get more dynamic on the offensive side of the ball, they're going to have to find a way to get their big playmaker the ball a few more times in this half if they're going to have any hopes of really just getting a spark going on the offensive side of the ball for them. And on the defensive side for Calvary, it's really just keep doing what they've been doing. Like you said, they've got a lot of pressure. They forced 2 of the pitch outs in that triple option attack from the Raiders to go to the ground. Both of them were recovered by the Raiders, but they've had a lot of pressure, especially from Micah Colbreth coming from his defensive end position, has been in that Raiders backfield quite a bit, putting the pressure on the young quarterback, the freshman Marini, who really hasn't had much time to try and pass the ball.
Yeah, like you said, Marini, when he has time, has been pretty much the spark for Savannah Christian. His problem has been the pitch out, and I think that's why they got away from him because there were 1 or 2, well, not 1 or 2, but 3 or 4 times that they tried to do the pitch out. They lost it on a fumble or it was a loss of gain. So they've gotten away from that, and now they're trying other things, which pretty much isn't working because the defense for Calvary Day Cavaliers is doing their job. I mean, I'm looking at Micah Colbreth, the senior, number 15 for the Cavaliers, already recorded 4 tackles. I'm looking at an interception by number 4, Jake Clemens. I'm sorry, number 3, Reagan Jones, who's playing well on the defensive end for the Cavaliers as well. So these guys are really, sticking to their guns and sticking to their defensive plan and putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback for the Raiders.
Yeah, I begin to wonder how long it is before we do see Josh Shambly, the other quarterback who we were told was going to get some playing time tonight for the Raiders. It's one of those things. It's not that Marini has played poorly. It's just that there may need to be a little more, I suppose, leadership from that position, a little more stability, especially if they ever hope to get into these pitches going out in the triple option. If you become one-dimensional in that triple option and really, or two-dimensional, I guess, and all you're looking for are the fullback dives and the quarterback keeps, it makes it a lot easier to defend. And in fact, you can really limit the big play of the triple option if the pitch is no longer a factor. And I just wonder how many more opportunities Marini's going to have. He puts another one of those on the ground. It could be one that they lose. And so far, the only turnover in tonight's game is that one interception when he tried to throw it deep. It was picked off by Reagan Jones.
I'm really impressed by Marini. I mean, he's just a freshman. He's not a tall guy. He's not even a big guy. But what I've seen from him thus far for a freshman, he's done a real good job carrying his team, a team that has been to the state playoffs last year. So it's a lot on his shoulders already when trying to carry this team to where they were last year.
I guess the big question is now, is 7 points enough for the Cavaliers to hold off whatever the Raiders are going to come out at halftime after making some adjustments? It's going to be unusual, I guess, for the Cavaliers this season to only have 7 points on the board. They've grown accustomed to building up a big lead at halftime and then trying to coast the game away in the second half, and certainly it's going to be none of that here in this game.
And that's where this plays in the favor of Savannah Christian. We saw a game last week where by the third quarter, the Cavaliers were already up about 20-something points. Here we are the second half, the beginning of the second half, and the score is just 7-0. So there's still time for Savannah Christian to make this a game and hopefully win.
Oh, yeah, very much. Both teams are still in it. Savannah Christian will be on defense to start this half, and it's going to be big for them this first drive of the second half to either make the Cavaliers go 3 and out or to at least punt it away and try to give themselves good field position, something the Savannah Christian Raiders have had none of so far in the game. They've been behind the 8 ball. The majority of their drives have started from their own 20, between their own 20 and their own 25, and so it's going to be very difficult to get anything going if they can't have a sustained drive that starts in a little better field position than that.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm amped up now. Second half, and it seems like first half, Raider Nation fans are really up on their feet, and boy, they really know how to party. This place is packed. They believe in the Raider Nation. They're coming out here for the second half. They're going to pump up their team, their boys, and I think the Raiders are going to come out with a lot of energy, emotion, and their receipt when they're kicking off this. They're kicking off, so the defense is really going to show up. 3 and out. I see it. 3 and out.
Yeah, I mean, this has all the feel of a state playoff game between these two teams, and these are two teams that have grown accustomed to appearing in the state playoffs. So a lot of good experience from both these players on both sides of the ball. I mean, this isn't a game where a 7-0 score is because of anything the offenses have failed to do. More true is that the defenses for both sides are very well coached, very good defenses, and so far both teams have struggled to get anything going on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and that's a compliment. That is a compliment. So here we are, score 7-0. The Calvary Day Cavaliers are winning this game. We're at the start of the third quarter. Once again, I want to give shouts out to our sponsors for tonight, Kia Country of Savannah. Come by Kia Country on Chatham Parkway for the best deals. Check out Kia Country online at KiaCountrySavannah.com and ask about their used car inventory.
The kickoff is fielded at the 12, and a nice middle seam right there for number 8 on the kick return. That's A.J. Keene. Going to bring it all the way out to the 35.
Oh,
and that is where the Cavs will start over with their first possession of the second half.
I told you they were going to come pumped up. A little trash talking going on out there. And coach is about to get on him.
So an important drive for both of these teams. Whether or not the Cavs can get something started and stay out on the field and score some more points in this game, or whether or not the Raiders are going to be able to continue to keep Jake Clemens and the Cavs offense bottled up. Low snap to Jake, who immediately fires the ball. Is tipped and picked off by number 24, and he's going to take it all the way back. He's going to be stopped just shy of taking it back for a touchdown. He's going to be brought back to the 6.
That's exactly what Savannah Christian needed.
Ahmad Johnson with the huge play from his outside linebacker position.
That's exactly what they needed to get this team pumped up. And I told you, I said 3 and out. It wasn't quite 3 and out. But Raider Nation is on their feet and ready to party. It looks game might turn around.
First Cavalier turnover of the night gives the Red Raiders great field position. They're going to start with a 1st and goal now from the 6. Oh, the 5. So Johnson gives them something to cheer about right there. Dropped into a soft zone. The ball was thrown right over his head. He jumped and tipped it to himself and almost took it back for a score.
And puts him in perfect position to score.
And the give is to Ivan Reese right up the middle. No, it's out to the outside. Kept by Marini for a gain of about a yard.
Look like on the 24 on the tackle right there for the Cavaliers. Derek Kirkland all over the field today. Offense, defense, he's doing it all.
So 2nd and goal, just 3.5 yards from pay dirt for the Raiders.
Raiders have the ball right about the 4 or 5 yard line and get the ball right up the middle to the fullback.
Give it to Ivan Reese, who dives for the goal line.
And we don't have a signal yet.
And he is going to be called short of the goal line.
Right about the 1 yard line.
So 3rd and an inch now for the Raiders.
Boy, it's weird how things can turn around in just seconds, isn't it? We were just talking about how both teams were still in the game, and Savannah Christian had a chance to turn this around, and they pick up a fumble and take it almost home for the touchdown.
So a big 3rd down here now for the Raiders. Need to come away with a touchdown on this drive if they can. I'd look for Marini to get a quick snap and just try to dive ahead forward himself for the goal. Instead, he is going to give to Ivan Reese, whose second ever gives him the touchdown. He tried to leap the entire pile, was stopped, but reached the ball out for the score.
Touchdown. Look like his family is happy to see it. Mom, dad, sister, brothers, they all have his jersey on here in the stands, and they are happy.
So a big, big play with the extra point pending to try and tie this game up at 7.
They just made this a bigger game than what it was.
It's Josh Shambley, the backup quarterback, to hold.
The kick is up.
And it's good. We're all tied up here, 7-all at Westside Stadium in Garden City. You're watching WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football.
Kia Motors design chief Peter Schreier has been awarded the Automobile Designer of the Year. And it's no wonder with all the hot new selling models coming from Kia these days. And where's the best place to buy these hot new numbers? #1 Kia Country, of course, right off Chatham Parkway in Savannah. Or go to KiaCountryOfSavannah.com. Make sure to check out #1 Kia Country's all-new and exclusive option plan. A plan that gives you options instead of long-term obligations.
We're back live here at Westside Stadium in Garden City. We just saw the Savannah Christian Raiders capitalize on an interception by number 24, Ahmad Johnson. Took it all the way back down to the 5, and 3 plays later, it was finished off by Ivan Reese with the 1-yard touchdown run as he tried to leap the pile, and his second effort reaching out across the goal line was awarded the touchdown. The game is tied now at 7-all with 10 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter, so some exciting plays here already early in this second half.
And it was already a ball game before the second half started, but now this game just got even better.
And the kickoff now, an onside kick, and a monster hit as the ball is still loose, and it looks like the Raiders are going to have fallen on it.
Oh my goodness, did you see that hit?
I am frankly surprised that he got up so quickly from that.
Oh my goodness. If I don't get a replay for that.
Let's see who comes up.
Savannah Christian has the ball.
Savannah Christian has recovered at the Calvary 35.
Please let me get a replay on that. That was a monster hit that they laid on the Calvary Cavaliers.
Honestly surprised somebody was not hurt on that hit.
Seriously, I'm with you on that. Oh my God.
So all of the momentum has now swung to the Raiders' side of the ball.
I tell you, Raider Nation went in there and they really planned out the second half good. They've come out with all the tricks. And that really caught the Cavaliers off guard, didn't it?
Yeah, just one player who realized what was happening. He leaped for the ball, and the second he put his hands on it, he was destroyed by about 3 Raiders who came through.
Left him wide open.
And the ball was spilled out backwards and was quickly collected by the Raiders.
That's like a receiver going down the middle, jumping up to catch a ball. And the coach for the Savannah Christian is really amped. I hear him all the way up here in the press box yelling. And our windows are closed.
And this side, this home side of the fan base is fired up after that onside kick recovery. So 1st and 10 for the Raiders from the Cavaliers 36. The referees are continuing to talk. I think the Cavaliers coach might have a valid complaint. I'm not sure if the kick even went 10 yards, and maybe that's what Coach Stroud is over there talking to the referees about.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And it's sad that we don't have instant replay in this, so it's not like they can go back to the cameras and see how far it exactly went.
Yeah, we haven't even had the advantage of the instant replay on that kick yet.
I know.
But
I was
the referees
hoping.
are taking their time to discuss with Coach Stroud.
I was hoping we could have hint, seen it again.
That was a monster hit. Yeah, it seems to be some confusion. But I don't think they can turn it over, Ken. It's too late to turn the call over.
Well, I mean, the ruling's already been that the Raiders recovered the onside kick. And now the Cavaliers have been charged with a timeout to have Coach Stroud discuss that. We'll take that timeout with them. You're watching WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football.
Atlantic Bedding and Furniture, Savannah's best kept secret. 50 to 80% less than traditional retail stores. Sectional sofas starting at $349. You'd pay over $900 elsewhere. 3-piece bedroom sets starting at $199. Solid wood queen beds as low as $189. Atlantic Bedding and Furniture has baby Louis sleigh beds priced unbelievably low. Remember, no credit financing and 90 days free layaway.
Come get some furniture!
Atlantic Bedding and Furniture, Highway 17 at Chatham Parkway. See us today.
The CW High School Rivalry presentation of high school rivalry football with a score of 7-7, 10 minutes left in the third quarter. We had some matter of differences here.
Yeah, the Cavaliers Coach Stroud is still trying to discuss with the referees during that entire timeout. I guess there's a couple of different things that could have happened. Either Coach Stroud doesn't believe the ball went 10 yards, or what might have also occurred is that he believes his player, the one player who went up and tried to touch the ball for the Cavaliers and recover it, might have actually called for a fair catch since that ball went directly into the air off of the tee.
It's kind of
nonetheless, the call in this game has been the Raiders have recovered the onside kick. There's nothing they're going to do to overturn that call, and so the Raiders will take over 1st and 10 from the Cavaliers 36.
And once again, the Raiders are in good positions to score again, and we have some more confusion again.
Yeah, the referees are continuing to discuss what's happened, and they're talking now to Coach Chumley for the Raiders. So an interesting, exciting kickoff following the Raiders' first touchdown.
Could it be that they're discussing the possession of the ball, where the ball is placed on the field?
No, because nothing they can do will change the position of the ball. So I think some difference of opinion between the coaching staff and the referees as to how that play was called, but nonetheless, the call will stand, and the Raiders will take over now, finally 1st and 10 after that long delay. And the handoff goes to Jalen Myrick, who is going to race untouched for the touchdown.
And he is fast. Oh,
and
my
that
goodness.
is what we had grown accustomed to seeing last year, and that is just what the Raiders ordered here in the second half, was finding a way to get Myrick the ball more often.
That's what they need to do. Did you see how fast he got down that sideline?
Absolutely the fastest player out here on the field tonight, and he showed it right there with that run.
And you said it at halftime. I said it in pregame, that's who they need to get the ball to. He was a spark player last year for him, and he shows you why he's a spark player for him this year. They just got to get him the ball.
Yeah, 36-yard touchdown run by Jalen Myrick gives the Christian Raiders their first lead of the game, 13-7 with the extra point pending. Kick is up, and it is good. The Raiders now lead 14-7 here at Westside Stadium over the Cavaliers. You're watching WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football.
Where's the best place to go after the big game? Overtime Sports Bar and Grill, located across the street from Savannah State University. With 20 TVs and the best wings in Savannah, Overtime has a spot for team photographs, making your team feel like the VIPs they are. It's a family fun environment. Overtime Sports Bar and Grill, open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Located at 4429 Skidway Road, right across from Savannah State. Overtime Sports Bar and Grill, where everyone wins in overtime. And we're back with the CW High School presentation of high school rivalry football. Savannah Christian has just scored for the second time in less than 2 minutes on a nice run by number 5, Jalen Myrick.
There you are. You see the fake handoff to Ivan Reese. Kept the ball out there, and Myrick took it around from him, confused everybody, including myself. I thought Ivan Reese had the ball. And Jalen Myrick runs untouched into the end zone for a 36-yard run.
And did you see how he exploded down that sideline? That is one fast player. Look at him. But that was a nice fake. I thought the ball was up the middle.
They had tested the middle so many times in the first half, I think all the Cavaliers defensive players believed they would continue to run it up the middle again.
Yeah, I agree. Savannah Christian has scored twice in less than 2 minutes of this game, of this third quarter.
Yep, now lead 14-7. And the kickoff is a deep kickoff. And it's going to go over the head, fielded at the 5 by number 7, Jordan Walker. Eludes the few tacklers and is going to be stopped right at the 21.
That's number 76 on the tackle for Savannah Christian. That's Jordan Smith making that stop.
So the Cavaliers offense will now be tested as they are behind 7-0. Not something they expected. They've only had the ball for 1 snap so far the second half, and it's been the interception by number 24.
The Cavaliers really need to get the ball in the hands of Jake Clemens, the quarterback, and just let him start to make some things happen.
Yeah, they've got to do something here to get some momentum back on their side now, and Jake's going to fake the handoff, takes it right for a short gain.
On the tackle for Savannah Christian is number 2. That's Omani Marshall.
Going to be a gain of a yard on the carry by Clemens and bring up 2nd and 9 for the Cavaliers.
I tell you, Savannah Christian's come out and really sparked this crowd.
Clemens looks to pass, has a man open, but throws it just behind his intended target, number 7, Jordan Walker.
Now that's exactly actually what I was waiting on Calvary to do. But like you told me, it just hadn't been able to work against this zone for of Savannah Christian.
You see Walker springs open on the slant route, and it is just thrown behind him.
And he was open, but to the hands of number 32, Scott Brenham, just wasn't able to get it in there.
So 3rd and 9 now for the Cavs from their own 22. And Jake goes quick with a little screen pass. That's complete.
Nice move.
Makes 2 guys miss, and we'll have enough for the first down. That's number 21 on the catch. Joseph McKinney, I believe. Excuse me, that's 24, Derek Kirkland.
And number 32 on the tackle, Scott Brenham. And that was a nice move right there.
Here he is. He makes Jalen Myrick miss on the open field. Would have been a stop short of a first down. But that nice little juke move picks him up an extra 5 or 6 yards, and it will be enough for a first down. Going to be a gain of 12 on the completion and bring up 1st and 10 now from the Cavs on 35.
I'd say that Jalen Myrick just finished running a touchdown for about 40 yards, and now he's back out there on defense.
And the give is again to Derek Kirkland, who flies ahead and is going to have a gain of about 7 on the carry. Well, call it 8 based on the mark. Going to bring up 2nd and 2 now for the Cavs.
Ahmad Johnson recorded his 4th tackle of the night for Savannah Christian. Nice tackle by number 24. The Cavaliers with a no-huddle offense.
And the give is again to Derek Kirkland, who flies through the middle. And a touchdown-saving tackle by number 25, who comes across, Austin Amick. And I tell you, Derek Kirkland has been the workhorse in this game and has had a lot of significant runs going right up the middle against these Raiders.
You know, from watching Calvary last week and watching them here again tonight, they stick with the plan. If it's working, they keep with it until they stop it. And so I can see him getting the ball again right now. Well,
Clemens drops back to pass and looks deep. And he's got one-on-one coverage.
Interference.
And it's broken up. Number 8 on the coverage, and a flag does come out.
That's interference. I saw it.
Jack Bush on the coverage. Jordan Walker, the intended target there. A lot of hand-checking back and forth downfield.
It really was.
The ball was aired out about 30 yards in the air. That I think we're going to have a pass interference call. And it is against the Raiders.
Yeah, it was a lot of hand checking. The referee tried to get the flag out in time and just couldn't.
So it will be a 15-yard penalty assessed against the Raiders, an automatic first down for the Cavs, who have now marched deep into the Raiders' territory, and will have it on the 25.
Wow, that's a lot of yardage on that penalty. That's really going to hurt the Raiders. So here we are, Jake, back in shotgun position. I bet he's going to number 24, which it is. Nope, Jake keeps it.
And a good open field tackle by number 12.
Barely got him.
Just barely gets a hand on his shoestrings there and brings him down. Going to be close to a first down. And it will be a first down. 10-yard carry by Jake Clemens. And a timeout is going to be taken by Savannah Christian. We'll take that timeout with them. You're watching WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football.
Hey, what's up, Savannah? I'm your big dog, Kenya Kabine.
Yo, what's up? I'm Lil G.
Make sure you check out E93 for all your favorite R&B and hip-hop joints.
And for more big ways to win, log on to E93FM.com.
We're the station always down for what's up in our community.
Savannah's hip-hop and R&B leader,
E93.
And we're back. The CW's high school presentation of rivalry football. It's been a pretty exciting third quarter here. We came out with a score 7-0 during the half where Calvary was winning. But already with 7:56 left in this game, the score is now 14-7. Savannah Christian has stormed back and is winning by 7 points.
Yeah, we want to thank our title sponsor for tonight's game, Kia Country of Savannah. They want to see you in a Kia. Check them out at KiaCountryOfSavannah.com. And our two junior sponsors, Atlantic Bedding and Granger Honda. Granger Honda, the people's choice. Atlantic Bedding and Furniture, they're Savannah's best kept secret. Check them out. They've got a big special going right now for all you high school football fans. So we want to thank our three sponsors. That's Kia Country, Atlantic Bedding, and Granger Honda. And we've got a good one now. It started off slow and was all defense, and now we've had nothing but exciting plays here in the second half. And here we see Kirkland again, who hurdles the line of scrimmage, stays on his feet, and is going to have a big pickup of about 6 yards on the carry.
Yeah, that was a nice pickup. On the tackle right there for Savannah Christian is number 12, or number 2, I'm sorry. Monty Marshall for his second tackle of the night.
So the Cavaliers have a good-looking drive going here. Had some help from a defensive pass interference call, which gave them an additional 15 yards, but they're looking to answer right back after giving up 14 unanswered points to the Raiders.
I was just about to mention that.
And Clemens goes again to Kirkland, who flies ahead, and he's going to have enough for another first down, it looks like, just inside the 5.
Nice hitting tackle by Money again, recording another tackle.
That ball looks to be spotted at the 4. And it will be enough for a first down. So first and goal for the Cavs, who remain in this no-huddle offense.
You know, if it wasn't for that pass interference, I don't think Cavaliers would have been down this far, this close.
And Jake is going to
Make it.
No, Jake keeps it. And a good tackle there by number 33. That's Nick Bateman on the tackle. Stops Jake Clemens. Going to be a pickup of 2 and bring up second and goal from the 2.
Yeah, second and inches. Look at that shot right there, the Cavalier fans rooting on their team. Second and goal. Jake takes the snap, quarterback sneak, and he's stopped.
Let's see, we got no signal from the officials. Looks like he's going to be stopped short of the goal line.
He is stopped. Number 55 in on that tackle, number 2 for Savannah Christian, and also number 50 in on that tackle, Hunter Jiren.
Yeah, the left side of the Cavaliers' offensive line was not able to hold up there as Jake tried to fall over for the goal. And it's going to be third and goal now, just a few inches from the goal line. Jake takes again and plows left, and he's going to be in there.
Touchdown.
And it is a touchdown for the Cavaliers. So Jake's second 1-yard touchdown run. And with the extra point pending to try and tie this game up, it's currently 14-13. Raiders lead with 5 minutes and 52 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
That was a nice drive. But they had a little help, or should I say a lot of help, from that pass interference penalty. That was a 15-yard penalty that put them first and goal.
So Stroud out to kick. And there is flags a-flying here. Looks like a false start on the extra point. Nope. It is offsides against the Raiders. It will move the ball half the distance to the goal line. The kicking team remains out there for Calvary.
What an exciting third quarter this has been so far.
Yeah, you wouldn't think we only had 7 points scored in the first 24 minutes. We've had 20 points so far scored in just the last 10.
Calvary's attempt is up, and it is good.
So we have a tie ball game, 14-all here with 5:52 left to go in the third quarter. You're watching WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football.
Welcome to the Auto Super Center. I'm Ivory.
And I'm Charles, and we're a proud sponsor of Hinesville football.
And here to tell you a little bit more about the great things we got going on is John and Marcy.
That's right, Ivory. Here we have a 2007 Cadillac SPS with all the features.
And we'll see you at the Bradwell game.
Go Tigers!
Okay, Charlie, I know you got something else going on. What you got going on, buddy?
Of course, I have a 2011 Chrysler 200. George and Roy, take it away.
Here at the Auto Super Center, we have a black Chrysler 200 for the price of $16,995.
Go Tigers!
Folks, we got it going on down here. It's exciting. Charlie, what else you got going on?
Ivory, I have a 2011 Hyundai Sonata going deep with Dante and Donald.
Ivory, check out this clean 2011 Hyundai Sonata, fuel-efficient car of the year.
Go Tigers! Folks, it's also great down here. We've got a fantastic rental fleet. Tell us about it, Charles.
Score big with our rental teams, Shandell and Allison.
We here at the Auto Super Center would like to support our Fort Stewart soldiers. Thank you, Tony, for all you do.
Go Tigers!
We're back live here from Westside Stadium. Folks, the Cavaliers just tied this game back up at 14 with 5 minutes and 52 seconds left to go. A lot of fireworks here in the third quarter. We've had an onside kick recovered. We've had an interception almost taken back for a touchdown.
Yeah,
and
right.
We've seen the Cavaliers have their second sustained drive behind the running of Derek Kirkland and Jake Clemens. Jake finished it off with another 1-yard touchdown run, his second of the night.
Nice kick.
And this kickoff will be fielded at the 2. And he is going to slide down short of the 20. Going to be right at about the 17. Kick was returned by, it appears to be Wade Benton on the kick return.
Okay, let's see if the Raiders can come out here and continue to ride off this energy that they had coming into the beginning of the third quarter.
Well, so far we only seen one snap from the Raiders, and that's all they needed. They handed it off to Jalen Myrick, who took the ball 36 yards for a touchdown. The other drive started inside of the Cavaliers' 5, and 3 plays later resulted in a touchdown as well, a 1-yard touchdown run from Ivan Reese. So it's been big plays or really, really short plays for the Raiders so far tonight, and we've got another flag coming out.
Speaking of flags, it just goes to show how much a penalty can hurt a team.
Yeah, they've been costly right now, and I think the Raiders are catching the short end of the stick as far as the number of penalties that have been called. It's going to be a false start against them and back them up 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15 now.
That puts them back at almost their goal line. Maybe right about the 10.
So they'll snap the ball from the 14 on 1st and 15 to go for the Raiders.
It's going to take some smart playbook action from the Raiders. Oh, and that's exactly what they do.
And the keep is by the quarterback. Tries to get to the outside. He's going to be brought down.
Gets nowhere by number 3.
Yeah, right at the 15. Going to be a short gain by Marini on the keep.
Number 3 and number 15 in on the tackle for the Cavaliers. That's Reagan Jones, who records his 3rd tackle of the night, and also Makai Cobra, who records his 4th tackle for the night. Didn't waste any time getting out there on the outside, not letting Chase get anywhere.
So it's going to be 2nd and 14 now for the Raiders. We're down to about 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Marini under center. Keeps again.
Oh,
and loses
fumbles
the ball, but he loses it out of bounds. So a big play by number 33, Matt Sauce.
Well, I tell you,
had Marini wrapped up and then punched the ball loose.
Marini is stiff arming everything that comes in his direction. As you can see, he gets out, left arm stiff, but he got to protect the football. You got to protect the football.
Looks like a gain of about 5 on the keep. Going to bring up 3rd and 8 now for the Raiders. So a big 3rd down pending now for the Raiders. Neither team has been particularly good on 3rd and longs tonight. We've seen both teams have to punt at least twice now, so a big conversion.
The bad part about this, if Savannah Christian does not capitalize on this, they're going to put the Cavaliers in good field position.
So back to pass out of the shotgun formation. Plenty of time. He throws to Myrick, open over the middle for the 1st down, and a big pickup through the air. 18-yard pass to Myrick's going to be good for the 1st down. Going to take the Raiders down to the 40.
I tell you, the young freshman is impressing me. He's really sitting back in the hole. Strikes right in the middle.
You see Myrick elevate for the ball, throwing a little higher in the middle, but a good completion. And plenty enough for the 1st down. So a big 3rd and long conversion for the Raiders. Brings up 1st and 10 now from their own 40.
He's doing a great job tonight.
There's Myrick in motion, and they pitch it out to the left. And he breaks 2-3 tackles, continues to spin, and the ball is on the ground.
He fumbles. Doing a little too much.
And we'll see whether or not the ground caused the fumble or not. It was recovered by the Cavs. And the officials are saying no, 1st down Cavaliers. So Myrick had a carry of about 11 yards, put the ball on the ground, and it was recovered by the Cavaliers.
Oh, my goodness.
And the chorus of boos erupt here from the Christian fans. And here we see Myrick. He makes one man miss on the spin, spins again out of a 2nd tackle.
And that third
ball, it looks like it was coming out as he was spinning the 2nd time and reaching out. Somebody put a hat on the ball and popped it free, so a big turnover. And the Cavaliers have recovered. And now the give goes up the middle to Derek Kirkland. Going to be a short gain on the carry.
I tell you, both defenses are really stepping it up this game. Both defenses are really rising to the occasion and making some big plays.
So a 2-yard carry by Kirkland, going to bring up 2nd and 8 now for the Cavaliers. Jake Clemens tucks it away and goes left, and a nice open field tackle by Wade Benton there on Jake Clemens, but not before he was able to pick up about 7 on the carry, going to be just shy of the 1st down.
I tell you, Wade Benton has made a lot of touchdown-saving tackles tonight, because I promise you, if he hadn't made that tackle, Jake was going to the house.
Yeah, Jake Clemens continues to get to the 2nd level with his quarterback keeps. And they have called on the Raiders secondary to make a lot of tackles in tonight's game. So 3rd and short now. And it does look like the Raiders are showing blitz and then back out of it, and Jake's going to try and change the play at the line of scrimmage. And he gives to Kirkland, who goes forward. I don't know if he's got enough for the 1st down. He's going to be very close.
I think he has it, but it is close. You're right. They're going to have to bring the chain gang out for this one.
Looks like the 1st down marker says that he needed to get to the 49. And based on this spot, it is not going to be a 1st down. Going to be 4th and short for the Cavs. And so decision time for the Cavaliers. They look like they are going to bring out the punt team now.
I would go for it. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Midfield.
Well, I don't know. This game is as close to a college-level game as you're going to see here in the area. And I think that the Cavaliers are going to play field position with the ball. I guess you can always look for a fake punt here now. But number 17 has come out for the Cavs. That's Chandler Bennett, the punter.
You're right.
And Jalen Myrick is deep, and now we've got a 5-yard penalty. I might think it might be a delay of game against the Cavaliers taking too long to make that decision.
Well, they'll definitely punt it now.
And that's what it is. It is a delay of game penalty. Going to back them up 5 yards and make the decision that much easier now for Coach Stroud.
Yeah, they'll definitely punt it now.
So 4th and 6 now for the Cavaliers. Ball will be placed at their own 45. And now they've switched out. Myrick is no longer the deep return for the Raiders. It's number 8 who's come back there, Jack Bush. Another player in the Raiders secondary back to return the punt.
I wonder why Coach decided to make that last-minute decision.
The punt block team is on. They almost get to it, but a great punt.
Fair catch at the 30.
So some heavy pressure there. Ahmad Johnson just about got to the ball. His fingertips almost grazed the ball as it left the punter's foot, close to a block.
That was an exciting few minutes of football there. You had a nice run by Myrick, number 5 for Savannah Christian. Made some nice moves, avoided a lot of tackles, fumbles the ball, and gives the ball back to Calvary, who couldn't put together enough plays to march downfield and score when they was in good position. So now we're at 2:09 in the 3rd quarter. Score 14-14. Savannah Christian has the ball at the 32, 31-yard line.
Yeah, by bringing that punt block unit on there and trying to go for the ball, they did force the punt to go significantly higher and therefore not nearly as deep as it would. So Christian starts with decent field. And the ball's out again. And that's going to be a fumble by number 40, the fullback, Ivan Reese, coming up the middle. Had a pickup of about 6 before he coughed the ball up, and it is again recovered by the Cavaliers. So turnovers plaguing the Raiders right now.
Got to protect the ball. Got to protect the ball. Nice hit by number 10.
Yeah, number 10 forces the fumble, Luke Stroud, and it flies right into the secondary's hands. A quick recovery. So a big play by Luke Stroud right there. It gives the Cavs the ball back now in the Raiders territory. Going to take over on the 41. 1st and 10 for the Cavs.
So once again, Jake has his team in good field position. Shotgun position. He drops back for the pass.
Looks deep and flies over the middle, and it's going to be picked off by Jalen Myrick, and he'll be brought down at the 18. So an ill-advised pass into coverage there by Jake Clemens. His first big mistake of the night.
And that goes back to that pressure. They put a lot of pressure on Jake, and he just threw a pass that he really didn't need to throw. He was forced into it.
Yeah, he had single coverage on the outside. Not sure if he meant to have that ball sail farther to his left or not, but he threw it right back into both the safeties, and Jalen Myrick does have the interception and is brought down just inside his own 20.
Yeah, it was right. It's one of the few mistakes that Jake has made, but it comes at a bad time.
So turnovers back and forth now here at the end of the 3rd quarter. Neither team able to capitalize yet. Minute 55 left. And the carry is going to go for a short gain.
That's Luke Stroud, number 10 for the Cavaliers on the tackle.
Actually a short loss on that carry. Going to bring up 2nd and 11 now for the Raiders.
Nice tackle by Luke. That was actually his 3rd tackle for the night. He's also forced a fumble here tonight.
Yeah, he's playing a heck of a game there from his linebacker position. So everything we bargained for in this game here through 3 quarters.
We're getting it. I was a little concerned in the first half, but we're getting it here in the second half.
The ball goes up the middle on a carry. Looks like Ivan Reese on the carry. Yeah. Check that, it's number 24 on the carry. Ahmad Jackson.
On the tackle is Chandler Bennett for the Calvary Day Cavaliers. .46 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. This might be the last play of the quarter.
So gain of 5 on the carry by Johnson. Going to bring up 3rd and 6 now for the Raiders.
He's on the
run.
run.
A lot of pressure there on Marini, who throws while he's running. And he's going to be.
That's an interception.
It's going to be close. I don't know if he trapped it against the ground or not.
He caught that.
It looks like a flag is also down in the secondary of the Cavs as well.
That was an interception.
So here on the replay, I can't tell if it was trapped on the ground or not. You're going to see Marini rolling to his left.
He got that hand up
under
under
the ball
it.
Back into the middle.
He got that hand up.
And I don't know. It looks like our camera gets there just a second late. I think it might have skipped across the ground just as it came into number 1's hand.
It looks like they're going to rule it an interception.
Stephen Williamson, and it will be ruled an interception. So it was very close there, and it was ruled an interception. And that will be the – no, we got one more play here in the 3rd quarter with 26 seconds left and the clock rolling. Jake Clemens elects to keep it and does not get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to be a carry for no gain by Jake Clemens with the clock rolling down. 12 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter now, and both teams begin to get a little chippy out there.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the last play for the 3rd quarter as we count it down. We're going to take it down to the field where I see our very own Mandy is down there with the cheerleaders for Savannah Christian. What's going on, Mandy?
Darling here with Savannah Christian Raiders, and Catherine has joined me now. She's one of the cheerleaders, the senior cheerleaders. So Catherine, can you tell us what's going on right now with the Raiders and what's coming up?
Yes, ma'am. We got some great fans out here tonight. They're all wearing their black, and they have their noisemakers. We got the Raider flag waving in the student section, and they're awesome. Last week we held a cheer clinic, which is annual, for our lower school girls so that they can get involved too and learn some of the cheers. And last Friday night we wore our pink ribbons to raise breast cancer awareness.
We're also really excited about homecoming next week. We've got a lot of pep rallies and spirit days coming up.
Y'all can all come out and support us next Thursday for a bonfire at 6 o'clock at the Chatham Parkway. There's going to be free food and fundraisers and a raffle, so win prizes.
And not only is our football team a defending state champion title, we also have a varsity competition team that's defending their region title. And this year we're hoping to go back to state again and place in the top 10 like we have in previous years.
And I know one thing here is the fans are great, right, Catherine?
Yes, ma'am, they sure are.
And they are so supportive, and they're doing wonderful. So, guys, let's show everybody out there one of your cheers. Just cheer them on. Show you.
We're back here about to start the fourth quarter now at Westside Stadium. Score is all tied up, 14-all. 12 minutes left to go to decide who's going to win this game in one of the biggest rivalries here in the Coastal Empire. Both these teams region foes. The winner of this game has the inside track to winning the region as well. So a huge game, and both sides have gotten very loud here now. The fans are well into this game. And Jake Clemens is going to take the ball left, and he is met in the backfield.
Oh, my God.
Big stop by number 55 on the tackle there for the Raiders.
Yeah, that's my man Daniel Feldman.
Yeah, that defensive end has accounted for a lot of big plays already. A sack recorded tonight, quite a few tackles, and now a big tackle for a loss.
And actually, that's the second sack for Daniel. He's already had one earlier today. He's getting in that backfield fast.
Loss of 6 there on the keep by Jake Clemens. Going to bring up 3rd and 16 now for the Cavaliers. But now this Raiders side is getting very, very loud over here. Jake out of his shotgun formation, rolling right. He's looking back to the middle. Got a man who has not been able to come up with the catch. Would have been good for a first down.
That's number 85, Ryan Jennings, the senior. Had the ball in his hands. I think he got a little fearful as he was starting to come down off that catch.
Yeah, it was thrown just a little behind him there. You see it. It went up high to him, reached back for it, and a good play by number 12.
It was.
Wade Benton there to break up that pass just as it was almost complete. And so on 4th and 16, the punt team comes out for the Cavaliers, going to try to pin the Raiders deep in their own territory with a punt here.
Oh, short
nice
kick.
High punt. Hope to get a bounce for the Cavaliers, and
it
does.
It did.
And it takes a great Cavaliers bounce. It's going to go all the way down to the 14, where the Raiders will take over on offense.
I tell you, Matt, this game is really starting to turn out to be every bit of what we thought it would be here tonight.
Yeah, defensive standoff in the first half, followed by a lot of offensive and defensive fireworks, both in the third quarter.
It was very defensive intense during the first half, but this second half, the offenses have not taken it up a notch, and coaches have really pulled something out the playbook and put in some good plays for some touchdowns here today.
Yeah, now it just becomes a pressure cooker out there for both teams. You've got right at 10 minutes and 58 seconds left to play in the game, all tied up at 14, and the Raiders are deep in their own territory, taking over the ball now. 1st and 10 from their own 14. And the handoff goes to Jalen Myrick, hurdles the line of scrimmage, and picks up about 5 on the carry.
Look like that's number 10 on the tackle for Calvary. I tell you, Luke Stroud has been all over the field this last couple quarters.
Yeah, he's had a great second half playing defense over there.
Yeah, he forced a fumble, 2 or 3 tackles second half. Recording 4 or 5 tackles for him total for tonight.
So 2nd and 5 now for the Raiders. And the give goes up the middle. And that's Ivan Reese. Stumbles his way ahead for a big pickup. Going to be a gain of 10 on the carry and a first down all the way out to the Raiders' 30.
Yeah, he didn't give up on that play. He kept his feet going and ended up diving for another 3 or 4 yards. Actually tripped up over his own feet.
Yeah, good-looking carry by Reese right there for 10. Going to be 1st and 10 now for the Raiders.
Raider Nation never gives up on their teams.
I tell you what, Lil G, it's going to be tough to pick a player of the game on offense and defense in this game. It's been well played by both sides.
Both sides, all over.
And again to Ivan Reese up the middle.
And he fumbles.
And the ball is loose, and it's been picked up by Derek Kirkland.
Yes. Calvary
and it
has
is
the ball.
recovered for the Cavaliers. Three fumbles here in the second half.
Fumbles are really hurting this Raider team.
And a big turnover deep in their own territory now by the Raiders.
Players fighting too hard for that extra yard and not protecting the ball is really starting to cost this game for the Raiders.
Derek Kirkland on the big fumble recovery right there. He has been doing everything on the offensive side and on the defensive side. The pass swings out to the left. And number 7 keeps his feet. A lot of missed tackles over there on the far sideline.
Nice run.
And a great looking play by Jordan Walker there. A little screen
run.
pass results in a big gain.
As you see the little screen pass, he misses one there, 2 more there at the same time. Avoids another tackle there before he's finally wrapped up by number 55 from the Red Raiders,
but not
who
before
saves a touchdown.
Takes it all the way down to the 5, so it's 1st and goal now for the Cavaliers from the 5. Gain of about 24 on the pass reception to Jordan Walker. And Jake Clemens is going to keep it, and he's going to go untouched for the into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now that's the Cavalier team we saw last weekend.
So Jake Clemens on his 3rd touchdown run of the game. You see the fake and some good blocking up front. And as soon as he crosses the line of scrimmage, the touchdown is good. And now the Cavs have the lead back, 20-14 with the extra point pending.
Advantage Cavaliers. Energy and emotions running high on that side. And the kick is up. And it is
no good. It has gone right. So a big opportunity for the Raiders now. Down by 6. You're watching WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football.
I've been in school for 23 years straight, and I finally feel like I'm entering the next phase of my life.
Hits? Don't you recognize me? You were my tormentor, my nemesis. I'm so bad with names.
You all right?
I'm having the worst day.
Follow me. That man in there is going to have to learn how to walk again without a leg. You're not having the worst day.
You must think I'm incredibly self-absorbed.
Just human.
Emily Owens, MD. Series premiere Tuesday, October 16th on the CW.
You're back live now at Westside Stadium here as the Cavaliers from Calvary Day School lead 20-14. So capitalizing on their 3rd fumble recovery of the second half, the Raiders have gotten sloppy with the ball and have put it on the turf 3 times, all of which have been recovered by the Cavaliers, but finally they're able to capitalize by scoring on one of those turnovers, and they now lead 20-14. The extra point was no good, so the window is open for the Raiders.
I tell you, 3 costly fumbles consecutive times is not going to make the head coach for the Savannah Christian Red Raiders a happy person.
No, not at all.
Especially with a game that was so close and looked like they had it in the palm of their hands when they came out and really scored 2 touchdowns after the halftime.
The momentum here in the 4th quarter has definitely swung back to the Cavaliers. The Raiders really own that 3rd quarter, and the 4th quarter has been all Calvary, and the kickoff will go into the end zone for a touchback. Raiders will take over on their own 20, and they have not had the benefit of good field position in this game so far.
Yeah, and it's going to continue right now. They're going to really have to march all the way down the field, which is going to take up a lot of time on that clock.
Yeah, 9 minutes and 25 seconds remain in the game. And I think if you're the Raiders now, it's time to go right back to the player that does everything for you on offense, at least did so last year. I think you've got to get the ball back into Jalen Myrick's hand. He's been electric when he's had it. He hasn't had very many opportunities here in the 4th quarter, but
well, he had a fumble, a costly fumble.
Yeah, they absolutely cannot put the ball on the ground anymore in this game.
Yeah.
That's Ivan Reese lined up behind Marini at fullback. And Marini keeps after faking to Reese, and he's going to have a short gain on the carry. It's like a pickup of about 3, maybe 4 here based on the spot. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 6 now for the Raiders.
It looks like he's brought down by number 27 for the Cavaliers. 24, actually, for the Cavaliers, Derek Kirkland, who's also been all over the field today.
So this game has been everything we hoped it would be. A back-and-forth struggle for both teams defensively, and a lot of turnovers caused here in the second half by these aggressive defenses.
Exactly. But you're right, they're definitely going to have to get the ball back to Jalen Myrick if they want to get any kind of Good field position.
Handoff goes to Myrick up the middle and runs over a player and drags another with him. He's got a big gain.
I just mentioned his name, didn't I? On the tackle is Reagan Jones.
22-yard carry by Jalen Myrick right up the middle. And he takes this ball on a burst. Once again, they fake the fullback dive and bring Myrick around.
And that was
you see him lower the shoulders right there on the safety.
That was a big hole. Got to protect the ball. I bet your coach is on him about that.
So a big first down for the Raiders now. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield.
Official timeout as we get the chains moving and set.
Raiders wanted to hurry to the line of scrimmage, but were unable to do so until the chains were properly set by the officials. So we've got 8 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in the game. Raiders are driving right now, looking for the go-ahead score. And the fake up the middle, and now we've got Will Benton, who breaks through the line with another, or Wade Benton, I'm sorry. We used to call him Will Austin's name last year, but it's Wade Benton on the carry.
Is that his first carry for the night? I hadn't seen him touch the ball often tonight.
He's had a few, but he has not had many in the second half. It's going to be a gain of 11, and it will result in another Raiders first down. So now inside Cavalier territory. Ball will be placed at the 42. And both fans have really gotten quiet here. You can tell the tension in the air in this game now has really gotten to just a height now. And now you've got, again, Myrick takes it up the middle. Another big run, going to be close to a first down.
Myrick has really been a workhorse for this game tonight on the defensive end and on the offensive end, and I'm surprised he hasn't given out a gas yet. He is really working hard running that ball tonight.
The referees look like they are going to measure this one. It's a 10-yard carry. Going to have to determine what the chains say about whether or not it's a first down there. You get a shot at the score. 7 minutes and 36 seconds remain. The Cavaliers lead 20-14 over the Raiders, but the Raiders are driving now into Cavalier territory, have the ball taken all the way down to about the 32.
Well, we said that's what they were going to have to do if they wanted to be successful with this drive, is to get Myrick the ball.
Yeah, he's really done a good job so far on this drive. I'm sure Coach had his ear after he put it on the turf. And so far he's done a good job of protecting the ball. And it is a first down Raiders. Going to bring up 1st and 10 now with 7 minutes and 36 seconds remaining to go in the game. And so far they're moving the ball very well on this drive.
They are, but they got to continue to do what they're doing, and that's get Myrick the ball. You got to switch it up from time to time. Maybe a pass play or a fake option here or there. Break up the monotony of what we were doing.
And I tell you what, Marini is really growing up throughout this game. A freshman out there playing quarterback in one of the biggest games you could ask him to play. They hand it off here to Wade Benton. He's going to be met just at the line of scrimmage.
I tell you,
and he's wrapped up by Micah Colbreth, who doesn't let him go anywhere. Going to be 2nd and 10 now.
Chase Morani's mom, the quarterback, hasn't sat down at all in this second half. She's been up in the middle of the hour with her number 7 white jersey on, watching every play.
Looks like Wade Benton's carry is going to be for a short gain, going to bring up 2nd and 9 now for the Raiders.
And as I told you before, we started this drive right at about the 9-minute mark. It's now 6:40 left in this game. Red Raiders eating up as much clock as they can.
And the handoff goes up the middle.
Oh, stop. Cold.
It's going to be stopped for a short gain on the play by number 1 there of the Cavaliers.
There's been a lot of jawing action going on here tonight.
Stephon Williamson on the tackle. Going to be a gain of about 1.5 yards, bring up 3rd and a long 7 now for the Raiders. So a big 3rd down play coming up for both sides.
You can tell it's a big rivalry when you have teams jawing pretty much out there every play and have to be broken up by players, coaches, or referees.
With 6 minutes remaining in the game, there's no doubt we're in 4-down territory for the Raiders. They don't have to get it all here, but they'd like to make as much progress as possible and make the 4th down, if that occurs, manageable. It's Myrick in motion, and they pitch it out to the left to Myrick, and he gets the corner, and he looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Let's see where the spot is.
Myrick
and he is going to have enough for the first down. He's going to be pushed out right at the 20.
He is one fast running back. If you let him catch up, get his speed up, he's like a locomotive.
Going to be a gain of about 12 on the carry, and good enough for a Raider first down, and it'll stop the clock at 5 minutes and 36 seconds left to go. So 1st and 10 now for the Raiders from the Cavaliers 20.
If he had a little bit more room,
conversion.
If he had a little bit more room on that left-hand side, he might have went in for the touchdown.
Yeah, you absolutely cannot let him get the corner turned on you because his speed will kill. Here we go, the handoff up the middle. Looks like Ivan Reese on the carry.
And I tell you, the Red Raiders are really taking advantage of that clock. If they score here, then you got to look at the Cavaliers being in deep water to march all the way back down the field.
Going to be a gain of about 3.5 on the carry.
See the Red Raider cheerleaders right there enjoying the game.
You check that. It's number 24, Ahmad Johnson on the carry from the fullback position. Going to bring up 2nd and a long 6 now for the Raiders here. And the Cavaliers doing anything they can to try and get a stop. They know if they get this ball back, they're not going to have much time. They can't let the Raiders score a touchdown on this drive. That extra point missed could be the difference if they do. And they give it to Myrick, who's met at the line of scrimmage by number 32.
Check that. That's number 33 for the Cavaliers.
Oh, that's Matt Sauce coming up from his linebacker position.
Yeah.
Going to be a short gain by Myrick on the carry. And bring up 3rd and 4 now for the Raiders.
Got to get this first down. It's do or die right here for the Red Raiders. So far, they've been pretty good at completing 3rd down opportunities. Here and
it's
there.
Been a good-looking drive now for the Raiders here.
Nice long drive. They've really been eating up the clock.
Once again, they're still in 4-down territory, being down by 6. They don't need to get them all right here, but they want to make up any upcoming 4th down manageable. And it's going to be Marini on the keep, and he puts the ball on the ground, but he falls on it quickly.
I tell you, in practice next week, coach is really going to do some drills to teach him to protect the ball.
He had the man, he had a inside step on the man, but it reached out and put a hand on it and knocked it out of Marini's hand. It's going to be a short gain, and it's going to bring up 4th and 3.
Got to go for it. With 3 minutes
really
and
could
40
be the
seconds.
ball game right here for the Raiders. They've got just over 3.5 minutes left to go in the game.
They
must convert this 4th down, or they might not see the ball back from the Cavaliers.
It's do or die, like you said. You got to score here.
And it looks like the Raiders are going to discuss what they're going to do with this 4th down. They are going to take a timeout. We'll take that timeout with them. You're watching WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football.
When my kids are sick, it's hard enough to get them to the doctor and back. So waiting forever to get their prescriptions filled is out of the question. At Island Pharmacy, I get the personal attention that I've been looking for. The pharmacists are knowledgeable and are always available to answer my questions about medications. Their friendly staff works quickly to fill my kids' prescriptions so I can get them home where they can get back to rest. Island Pharmacy, Tybee Island's neighborhood pharmacy.
All right, we're back. It's the high school rivalry presentation brought to you by the CW. It's 3:27 left in the game with the score 20-14.
By
Calvary,
far the biggest play of the game upcoming here now. 4th down.
Yeah.
4th and 3. And the Raiders don't convert this 4th down by 6 points.
It's game time.
Yeah, it very well could be the game. They'll have to call on their defense to come up with all the stops. They have used one of their timeouts right now to discuss this play. And they'll have 2 timeouts remaining to stop the clock. But for on the other side, the Cavaliers, if they can't get this 4th down stop, the Raiders might very well punch this one in for a touchdown, and then they won't have much time left themselves to try to come back in this game.
Yeah, you're right. If they get this first down, it could be curtains, lights and curtains for the Calvary Cavaliers.
Huge, huge play here for both teams now on 4th and 3.
I know the coach preached, hold on to the ball.
So Marini under center now. Tries to draw some of the Cavaliers off sides, and we've got whistles and flags coming in.
Who was it?
And it's going to be false start on the Raiders.
Oh, no.
The 4th and 3 just became 4th and 8 now.
Oh, my God. What a dagger. The coach is not a happy person right now.
So the worst possible time here for a penalty. That is going to back him up 5 yards, make it 4th and 8 now. A very difficult conversion here for the Raiders.
They got to go to the air. They got to fake the run up the middle and go to the air.
And number 22 checks into the game for the Raiders. That's Patrick Sovakul. Brings the play in. And they need to hurry up here or they're going to get a delay of game penalty added on to this penalty that they just incurred.
I said coach was going to preach protecting the ball. Maybe should have preached waiting until the ball is snapped.
Yeah, costly penalty there.
Here he goes. It's all or nothing for the Red Raiders. Looking at 4th and 8.
3 minutes and 27 seconds left to go. Marini in the shotgun. He's going to quick pass it out to Myrick. Makes the first man miss. Makes the second man miss. He reverses his field.
Oh,
he has a seam and he's going to be gone.
Oh, my God.
A huge play by Jalen Myrick.
What a play.
Was completely dead to rights after the little wide receiver screen out to him. Cut the field
play
back to the left and found a seam and took it to the house. A monster play on 4th and 8. An 18-yard touchdown reception for Myrick.
As you see, he had nowhere to go. I thought the play was a bust, but he reversed his field, goes all the way to the other end and sees an opening up the middle and goes full thrust.
I know I caught grief last year for comparing this young man to Reggie Bush in his days at USC, but that very much looks like the kind of play that he can do. Just stops on a dime and is immediately back to full speed. And so the all-important extra point to try and take the lead here for Savannah Christian now. Game is tied at 20. The kick is up, and it is good. And Savannah Christian has taken a 1-point lead with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the game. You're watching WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football.
At Holmes Barbershop 1 and Holmes 2 Barbershop, you will get the perfect haircut every time by their master barbers. Holmes Barbershops offer fast, friendly family service for men and women in a comfortable environment. Holmes Barbershops are open Monday through Saturday, 8:30 to 7, and appointments and walk-ins are welcome. 2 convenient locations at 4505 Montgomery Street and 205 East Montgomery Crossroad. The Holmes family would like to thank their loyal patrons and welcome newcomers. Visit us today.
So an insane atmosphere here at Westside Stadium. Savannah Christian on 4th and 8 threw a quick little wide receiver screen pass out to Jalen Myrick, who looked like he was certain to be tackled at the line of scrimmage, made 3 Calvary defenders miss, cut the ball back to the left and found a seam and took it 18 yards for the touchdown. The extra point was good, giving the Raiders the lead now, 21-20. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the game, and the Raiders will be kicking off to the Cavaliers, who look to try and keep this perfect season intact, and will have to do so with only 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to play.
You know, these two teams have been playing since 1979. This is the closest that the game has been since 1995, when the game went into overtime and Calvary won 20-14. This is by far one of the closest games between these two in the rivalry.
And this game has lived up to all the billing that it had coming into it. Both teams definitely had this circled on their calendar. Calvary wanted to come in and avenge one of only 2 losses last year. Savannah Christian wanted to send the message that they were not ready to turn over the throne here in the region, and they want to prove that their state championship rings still mean something to these kids that are still playing this year as well.
Yeah.
So the kickoff will go deep. It's going to be fielded at the 10 by number 3, Reagan Jones, who comes up the middle and has a little bit of a seam, spins out and is going to take it all the way down to the 37. So good field position for the Cavaliers.
He had a nice hold there.
Reagan Jones has made plays on defense tonight. His interception and his kick return right there has really given them an opportunity now.
Now with 3 minutes and 8 seconds left in this game, Savannah Christian by a score of 21-20. Don't count out the Cavaliers, because they have a quarterback by the name of Jake Clemens who can turn this thing around in 3 minutes.
Yeah, responsible for all 3 of the Cavaliers' touchdowns so far is Jake Clemens, and he's going to keep it here on the first play, and he's going to pick up about 4 or 5 on the carry.
Now, the one thing I'm concerned with is the urgency. You know, I've seen players not really work the urgency of how important it is to get up and get the next play started.
Yeah, these plays have to come in quickly now from Coach Stroud over there on the sideline, and Jake Clemens is going to keep his team in a no-huddle offense now. He's back to pass and does so out to number 7 with room to spare. He's going to have a first down, a pickup of about 12 on the completion to Jordan Walker. Walker has also had some big plays in the receiving game.
Chains will move, but so will the clock. As soon as the chains reset, we're at 2:34, as you see on the TV, left in this game.
So the ball has come across midfield. Now they are on the Raiders' 49, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Cavs. Jake Clemens again on the keep and has a seam up the middle and is going to run for another 1st down. Pickup of about 13 on the carry. Clock will again stop.
Don't count out these Cavaliers. They have a dangerous quarterback that can make some things happen.
So 2:24 left to go, and the Cavs are moving in chunks now.
And 2:24 is nothing to Jake. Jake can make things happen in 1 minute. I'm a Jake fan for these last 2 minutes. Watch and see what I tell you. Oh, no,
the snap
I
is
spoke
fumbled,
too soon.
and Jake's going to have to fall on it. And it's going to be a big loss of about 9 on the fumbled snap. And the clock will continue to tick down now. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go.
That's what I get for opening my mouth. Fumbles have really been hurting these two teams. We've seen how it hurt Savannah Christian early on.
So both teams trying to sub some players in now. Fatigue taking its toll on a lot of these two-way players. Clock continues to roll down now. 1:50 left to go in the game. 2nd and about 18 now for the Cavs. And Jake's going to keep again up the middle. And it's going to be a short gain, and the clock will continue to roll now down to 1:40.
There is not one person sitting down in this stadium. Everyone is on their feet. That's how intense this is right now.
Going to be 3rd and 16 now for the Cavaliers. So a big play coming up here with 1:25 left to go, and the clock continues to roll.
Savannah Christian crowd chanting defense. Jake goes to the air. Oh, he overthrows him.
Yeah, and he overthrows his big target, number 81, Mylan Richard there. Had him open.
He overthrew him. Jake's passes really haven't been on point that much tonight.
I'm sure nerves play a part, and now on the other side of the coin, this could be the ball game here for the Cavaliers. 4th and 16. Let's see if they can have some magic happen like it did for the Raiders on 4th and long.
We've seen Jake make some big plays last weekend.
And this is a very long conversion to ask for from your quarterback. Clock is stopped at 1:13, and this is the ball game right here on 4th and 16. Jake's got time, and he looks deep, and he fires, and the ball is incomplete, goes just beyond the hands of his intended target, number 16, Khalid Hughes. And the Raiders look like they are going to hold on to a 1-point victory here.
Jake just kind of tossed the ball up for grabs, really had nowhere to go with it.
1:05 remaining in the game.
Toss it up, try to give his receiver a chance to just make a play out of it, and he couldn't come down with anything.
All the Raiders have to do now is really make sure they just do not fumble the snap, and they may be able to take a knee here and run this clock out.
But the main thing the Raiders have to do is hold the ball, protect the ball.
Folks, we want to again thank our title sponsor for tonight's game, Kia Country of Savannah. They want to see you in a Kia. Check them out at Kia Country of Savannah. And our 2 junior sponsors, who without them it wouldn't have all been possible, Atlantic Bedding and Granger Honda. They coupled with Kia Country of Savannah to bring you guys a fantastic football game tonight.
Yes, it was. Oh, yes, it is. And remember, at the conclusion of this game, we will find a MVP player of the game, offensive and defensive.
And Marini fakes the handoff and keeps it for a gain of about 3.
We have a timeout now.
And immediately a timeout is called by the Cavaliers, stopping the clock with 59 seconds left to go. We're going to take that break with them. You're watching WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football.
Kia Motors Design
Stadium, exactly 59.2 seconds remain on the clock. The Raiders cling to a 1-point lead, 21-20 over Calvary Day School, and they have the ball 2nd and 7, looking to try and keep the ball and run this clock out. They need one more 1st down to be able to guarantee that they can take a knee, and they are looking for it. On the last one, we had Marini on the quarterback keep, and I tell you, it's going to be difficult not to select an offensive player of the game now after the fireworks there on 4th and 8. I just don't see how Jalen Myrick can't be the offensive player of the game tonight. 2 touchdowns, one on a 36-yard run, one on an 18-yard reception.
He was very good. He really came alive in the second half and ignited his team and did some good things. On the defensive end, for the Calvary Day Cavaliers, Luke Stroud really had an excellent game tonight.
Phenomenal second half.
Yes, I recorded 5 tackles, a forced fumble. He's had a great game tonight. So he's my defensive player of the game.
And again, Marini's going to keep, and he's going to have the first down and a lot more, and that's going to seal the deal for the Raiders. He'll be brought down at the 42, well, sorry, the 38, and that first down will mean that they can take a knee now and run out the clock. Clock is momentarily stopped at 50 seconds left to go. So the Cavaliers did everything they could. They brought a heavy blitz, but the one hole that was not accounted for was the one that Marini found, and he took it for a big gain and a first down.
This has been an excellent game. I mean, I am really happy to be here at this game here tonight.
Yeah, I don't doubt that either of these teams will do very well for themselves come state playoff time, but these guys have shown a lot of heart in this game. It's unfortunate that either of these teams has to come up on the short end of the stick.
Well, especially for Calvary. You know, they were recording an undefeated season thus far, and they are handed their first loss not only overall but in the region.
Yeah, that region loss is going to be the one that will haunt them. They've got a big date still pending with Claxton coming up there. They're looking like a sleeper team in Region 3A, Division A. They're a very good team, and so is Jenkins County.
But the win tonight should put Savannah Christian at the top of the region.
Savannah Christian looks to go to 2-0 now in the region, and they'll go to 4-2 overall. So they will come out in the victory formation and be able to take a knee. There will be nothing that Calvary will be able to do. And now Marini does take a knee, and the clock will continue to run 47 seconds, and it ticks its way down to a Savannah Christian Raider victory. The last timeout will be taken by Calvary. We'll take that timeout with them. You're watching WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football.
Attention business owners, need help creating a budget? Do you have questions for your accountant today, but you only see him once a year? Would you like to keep more of the money you make? The bookkeeper can help. Here's how. We reconcile your accounts. We write your checks from your invoices. We follow up your sales with bills and track the payments. We process your sales tax returns and much more. If this is what you're looking for in an accountant, the bookkeeper fits the bill. We believe in taking care of our clients. As we like to say, if our client's business fails, we're out of work. The bookkeeper.
We're back live from Westside Stadium here. The Raiders lead the Cavaliers by a score of 21-20. The Cavaliers came into tonight's game 5-0. They had an early 7-0 lead in the first half, and the third quarter and the fourth quarter have been nothing short of spectacular plays by both teams. And the only difference is an extra point that was missed following a touchdown by the Cavaliers. And the Raiders are going to come away with a 1-point victory here as the clock ticks down. And there is nothing left that the Cavaliers can do to stop the clock as the Raiders are out there in victory formation. And just an absolutely fantastic high school football game by both of these teams.
And as the clock winds down, 20 seconds left. I tell you, I was really concerned for the Red Raiders when they had those 3 fumbles, but they end up turning this thing around, and it look like they're going to win this game with a score of 21-20.
3 second-half fumbles could have easily cost them this game. The Cavaliers only able to capitalize on one of them and turn them into points. And the clock will run all the way out, and the Raiders have won the game. You guys stay tuned for the Overtime Sports Bar and Grill post-game report, where we will be awarding the offensive and defensive players of the game. That's coming up just shortly.
Someone told me that this beast I thought I'd seen here beside me was a wild animal. I believed them until now. Here I am.
Beauty and the Beast. New series coming this fall to the CW.
From youth sports to fantasy football to an honors banquet, Brad's Trophies has all your awards needs. Team trophies, individual trophies, MVPs, plaques, acrylic awards. They even have a large selection of logos for all military branches, divisions, and specialties that can be easily laser engraved. In addition to sports, we supply trophies for car shows, fishing, drama, music, whatever you need. When you need an award, you need to come to see Brad at Brad's Trophies, located on the corner of Montgomery Crossroads and Arrow Road. Brad's Trophies is a proud sponsor of WGSA High School Rivalry Game of the Week. Is your vehicle due for an oil change? Your brakes worn or your engine needing repaired? Take it to Patterson Auto Repair Service and Brakes. Locally owned and operated, their mechanics have decades of experience repairing all makes and models. Get an oil change for only $24.95 and receive free tire rotation. Any service includes a free all-points inspection. Patterson Auto Repair. Dependable, reliable, and honest service. Located at the corner of East Montgomery Crossroads and Waters Avenue. Appointments and walk-ins accepted.
You know Baldino's for its simply delicious subs, healthy salads, and daily specials. But did you know Baldino's makes party planning a whole lot easier? This football season, you can just take all the stress out of feeding your crowd. Baldino's has got your perfect pickles, cookies by the dozen, tea by the gallon, and 3 to 12 foot long super-sized submarine monster party subs.
To the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown, touchdown, Baldino's!
Because it's always a party when you invite Baldino's Giant Jersey Subs.
The island forged me into a weapon. No one can know what I've become.
Oliver Queen is alive.
You came back from the dead. This calls for something so epic.
He was wearing a hood, a green hood.
We'll put out an APB on Robin Hood.
Tuesday, October 2nd, it's the season premiere of Heart of Dixie on its new night.
Thanks again for last night, Doc.
No. Wade, and you?
You had A+6 for your first time.
You had it too.
For me, it was more B minus.
What?
Heart of Dixie, season premiere Tuesday, October 2nd on the CW.
WGSA.
Everybody, welcome back. It's the Overtime Sports Report. Well, the score is 21-20. Savannah Christian is a winner. Our defensive player of the game for tonight was Luke Strout. He's yet to get over here, but I'm here with my sponsors. Let them introduce themselves right now. You want to start with yourself, Jess?
Hey, I'm Jess with Atlantic Bedding and Furniture in Savannah.
Mr. Granger?
And I'm Bill Granger with Granger Nissan, Granger Honda in Savannah.
And
I'm Spencer Thomas as well, Granger Honda and Granger Nissan.
So we're going to award today's trophy. The defensive trophy goes to Luke Strout. He's the Calvary defensive player of the game today. Congratulations to him. We'll be right back with our offensive player of the game right after these messages.
Atlantic Bedding and Furniture, Savannah's best kept secret. 50 to 80% less than traditional retail stores. Sectional sofas starting at $349. You'd pay over $900 elsewhere. 3-piece bedroom sets starting at $199. Solid wood queen beds as low as $189. Atlantic Bedding and Furniture has Baby Louie sleigh beds priced unbelievably low. Remember, no credit financing and 90 days free layaway.
Come get some. Furniture!
Atlantic Bedding and Furniture, Highway 17 at Chatham Parkway. See us today.
Kia Motors design chief Peter Schreier has been awarded the Automobile Designer of the Year. And it's no wonder with all the hot new selling models coming from Kia these days. And where's the best place to buy these hot new numbers? #1 Kia Country, of course, right off Chatham Parkway in Savannah. Or go to KiaCountryOfSavannah.com. Make sure to check out #1 Kia Country's all-new and exclusive option plan. A plan that gives you options instead of long-term obligations.
The island forged me into a weapon. No one can know what I've become.
Oliver Queen is alive.
You came back from the dead. This calls for something so epic.
He was wearing a hood, a green hood.
We'll put out an APB on Robin Hood.
You know Baldino's for simply delicious subs, healthy salads, and daily specials. But did you know Baldino's makes party planning a whole lot easier? This football season, you can just take all the stress out of feeding your crowd. Baldino's has got your perfect pickles, cookies by the dozen, tea by the gallon, and 3 to 12-foot long super-sized submarine monster party subs.
To the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown! Touchdown, Baldino's!
Because it's always a party when you invite Baldino's Giant Jersey Sub.
Welcome back to WGSA's presentation of high school rivalry football. You guys just saw a classic game. Savannah Christian defeated the Calvary Cavaliers by a score of 21-20. I'm joined now with our offensive player of the game, Jalen Myrick, and David Hickson of Kia Country Savannah, our title sponsor. David, take it away.
Jalen, congratulations on a great performance. Thank you for an exciting football game. On behalf of Kia Country Savannah, I want to present you the offensive player of the game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jalen, 2 big touchdowns tonight, a 36-yard touchdown run, and then I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how it felt when it was opening up for you, but an 18-yard touchdown reception for the go-ahead touchdown on 4th and 8 was just, quite frankly, I don't know how you got away from the 3 defenders that looked like they had you dead to rights as soon as you caught it. Tell me a little bit about what it looked like coming through your eyes, I guess, as you saw the hole open up to your left.
Well, I told Omani who to block, and I knew he was going to get number 3. Well, if he didn't get him, I knew I could have time to retrack and go across the field because I knew they were going to be screaming coming over when I touched the ball. So I just cut it back and found a hole, tossed up into the end zone.
Yeah, I know. Just a lot of electric plays. We got to see you a lot of times last year as well. It's been our pleasure to bring you guys the game. Once again, we want to thank our title sponsor, Kia Country of Savannah, as well as our 2 junior sponsors, Atlantic Bedding and Granger Honda. And we couldn't have done it without you guys and your help. And Jalen, once again, congratulations on this big win, a big region win for you guys now that you're 2-0. We want you guys to make sure to tune in next week. We'll be bringing you guys another live high school football rivalry game. And it's just been a great one here. I hope everybody that didn't get a chance to watch it live will watch the replays tomorrow, Saturday at noon, and again Sunday at 3 o'clock on the CW Channel 13. And we look forward to bringing you guys hopefully a game that can be just as good as this one next week on WGSA. For Lil G, this is Matthew Midget signing out. Thank you guys for watching this game tonight.
Fridays on the CW, Top Model goes old school with a special college edition featuring all new judges and the ultimate judge, you.
You have a voice in the judging room.
My page has 500 likes.
America's Next Top Model College Edition, Fridays at 8/7 Central on the CW.
WGSA.